and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, but we are not alone. We've got the fabulous Fiona Summers with us. How are you, my lovely?
I am thrilled to be here, but very well.
We are so excited. You have designed the most amazing fitness equipment.
Yes, for nearly 3 decades now.
Brilliant.
How old do I feel?
But you look great, and that's because of the equipment that you've designed and you've got alongside. Tonight we've got the Legmaster. This is a show special. That means this price will only last for the duration of the show. If you want to get this, now is the time. This machine was designed for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This was the very first one, wasn't it?
This was the first.
For a few issues that you were having.
A few issues, yes. 30 years ago, a little lazy, and I really wanted something to do some huge things in a small amount of time. My husband invented it for me. And at those days, I was quite young, so I was into kind of, you know, looking good and feeling good.
Skinny jeans, getting the legs
nice
out.
Shorts. And then, of course, I got a bit older. I had some kids and had a few oops moments that needed addressing, 5 children, etc. And then kind of getting older at 60 in a few days' time, and have elderly parents and looking for things for mobility and stability and keeping everyone strong.
And this covers everybody,
Does absolutely everybody, from the teenagers through to like your 90-year-olds. So absolutely brilliant.
And we could see here.
It's all down to the movement, isn't it? Because this is a movement we don't normally do.
Very, very different. The secret is in that little curve at the base. You're lifting your body weight up using really important muscles here. Toning and trimming and mobility, stability. So huge amounts of benefits. Toning those buttocks for those lovely shorts that the sun has finally come out, so the legs are out. So
those trimmer legs, no rub together.
No chub rub.
Chub rub. I knew you had a name for it. And it's so great and so effective that we don't have to use this for hours, do we?
No, I think that, you know, we've sold 5 million of these worldwide, and I think the secret is about immediate feeling, great results, but because the maximum, I mean, we're going to be doing this a lot, but the maximum 60 seconds a day, I think people then commit to it.
That's all you need to do.
Maximum. I mean, we can use it sitting down, which will show everybody, but literally a maximum 60 seconds to help with so many, again, a long list.
That inner thigh, the outer thigh, the buttocks, the core, the pelvic floor is absolutely incredible. And we've actually can see how this works in those 60 seconds, because you might think this looks easy. We're going to be on our knees by the end of the show. Yes. But we're looking here, and this is, talk us through this, because this really shows what muscles are activated.
Exactly. This was done in Australia. It's actually a thermology test. It's showing where the blood is moving during movement. The blood is warming up. It's activating, strengthening. Left-hand side is inability. You can see the black handlebar of the Legmaster. Nothing's happening. On the right-hand side, this is showing the area of the body that's warming up, the muscles being activated. And when you use the muscle, you're strengthening. And look at the areas that are going orange and red. The thermo image is showing the inner thigh, the lower abdomen. But I think for me, having had 5 children and a lot of, you know, don't make me cough, sneeze, laugh moments.
Oh,
it
absolutely.
is the internal core muscles.
That sneeze.
And the pelvic floor, which is just 4 muscles, but as we know, if you do not use your muscles, you lose the strength. So you know, you do need to actually do something, and this is kind of doing it for you. So win-win situation.
You can virtually feel that lift, can't you?
And I always think, as I'm on this, everything went way too far south after my children, and I'm just trying to scoop it back up again.
But you did have 5.
Far too many.
I think we've all been in those situations. I haven't had any children, but I dread that sneeze. You know, I panic when I'm in the car and you're desperate to go. Can I hold it until we actually get to a surfaces? It's the worst feeling ever. And that pelvic floor needs working. But of course, it's not just addressing that pelvic floor. And that's for the guys and the girls.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, you guys have a pelvic floor too. So, you know.
We've got some great reviews we'll share with you later on from a gentleman who says exactly that, Fiona. It's a brilliant deal we've got for you, but it's a show special. It's down to £68 or £24.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you've not shopped with us before, shopontv.co.uk. 366263 is your item number, but take a little look at all the features that you've got here, all the different areas where this is going to benefit you.
And this is where it's going to benefit, just like we were saying, it's your core, it's your glutes, it's your legs, it's that pelvic floor, getting those legs toned perhaps for the summer, stopping that inner thigh rub that we all absolutely hate, getting into the skinny jeans, but getting the summer outfit on as well. And it is all about moving, and it's all about, it is exercise, but it's the easiest exercise. 60 seconds a day, a minute a day is
That's all you've got to do. Strengthening core, lifting pelvic floor, shaping your legs, toning your glutes. And you know what? You've got it at such a great price, but only for the duration of the show. 366-263. You'll use this all around the home. It's really easy to store. It'll just pop underneath the sofa when you take that handle off. But that's not all we've got. There's loads more available for you, and you'll find it all on our website, shopontv.co.uk.
Now, do check your baskets out for that fantastic leg master. However, you might want to add this into your basket. Now, we've worked alongside Fiona for many, many, many years, but never seen this before.
I know, this is great. Actually, this is as a result of customers saying, because for many years I've always explained about the leg master, you know, doing different muscles, the inside muscles, lateral, and I'm saying, look, get your steps in, go out for a walk. But a lot of customers were saying, we're not getting our steps in, we're not going out for a walk. So I'm actually just going to take this off and show you, because if you are one of the 5 million people that have actually bought a leg master, this will actually go over every single leg master that we've actually made. We've designed it so that every single leg master owner can use this, whether you've got the purple, the blue, the pink. We've made a whole load over the last 30 years. This is a little gem. And we made it to go over it because what we want to do is have the handlebar so that for people who maybe are a little fearful to go out because they're not that balanced on their feet, maybe it's just, you know, one leg is a little challenging.
I like that.
So how can you do anything if you've actually got, you know, due to either aging or injury, or, you know, this is the perfect way. And you can actually just, you know, take simple steps, or you can actually pace out a little bit of resistance there, but you can dictate the pace for your cardio, your moderate intensity aerobic activities.
Now, there's another item that we have got available as well, our wipes. We will talk through those actually, which will go brilliantly alongside your fitness equipment. When you get a little bit sweaty at times, those wipes are fabulous, aren't they?
They are for absolutely everybody, from when you're a young mother through to the very elderly. It's like a spa day for your skin. Every single amazing thing that could go in a luxurious cloth is in our summer.
It's like a shower in a packet. So now we've got to tell you and got to warn you, we are hugely busy. The leg master, what did I just say?
I'm really, really busy. However, Hayley, the stepper that you can use alongside your leg master, 10% of the stock of that is already in baskets and checking through.
That's one of your few 100,000 people that have bought the leg master in the past as well, I think, ordering this.
I think so, because a lot of people love the leg master, but they're not taking their steps. So I think this is absolutely brilliant. And again, this is literally, can go over every leg master. You can use the handlebar for stability, but get your steps in, even if it is literally just, look at this, simple moves. Or if you actually want to do a run, which I won't, because I will get out of breath and I won't be able to talk, and there's a long way to go on this show, but just gentle moving. We want to get everybody moving, we want to get everyone fit. The sun is finally coming out, the legs are coming out, and if you're thinking, goodness me, not liking what I see, then, you know, let's just do something about it.
Get those steps in. And details on the screen are for the stepper on its own. Remember, the leg master is a separate item, but you can use them alongside each other. You've got a great machine to get those steps in whenever you need them. And again, you can use this sat down as well, can't you?
Which is great. And the lovely thing is, it's ageless, isn't it? You can really go and really sort of walk quickly on this, or it could be, I can see my mum using this.
Yes.
87 this year.
Definitely.
And she is getting worried about the strength in her legs. She does worry about going out and about, worries about falling and things like this. This is all things that's going to help the older population keep strong.
I'd like to say it helps you say yes to life.
Yes, I like that.
As we get older, you know, I think aging is a privilege, but we have to age strong. And we want to keep people safe in their own home.
Yep.
And we just want to give them opportunities that are like, if I'm my teenage daughter, I can get the cardio,
that's the
I
thing,
can keep
isn't
fit.
it?
As you say, 90-year-old, my father uses this just to keep his mobility so he doesn't fall.
At
We're
your
going to have
own
to move
pace.
away from this because we are so busy. 10% of the stock of the stepper already sold out and gone. It is also a show special, so it is limited until the end of the show, but actually I don't think it's going to survive till the end of the show, so do get this in your basket. Put it alongside your Legmaster, really busy on both of these.
So 854526 is your item number there. Now, we gave you a sneaky preview of the Body Fresh wipes. These are spectacular. This is like a shower and a bath in a wipe, isn't it?
It is like, it's like a spa day for your skin. Basically, we've looked at everybody else's wipes and gone, okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. We popped it into our own. We've got hyaluronic acid to help keep the moisture in your skin. We've got chlorhexidine, which is that gentle antibacterial, which is going to help with, freshening up and odours as we get older, and also in a world that we still live in with, challenging viruses. It's also got provitamin 5 and aloe vera and all those lovely goodies. And it is a super large, luxurious cloth that basically, I've got my daughter here in Australia doing yoga, but my father uses it as he has his, moments where he just wants to help himself kill fresh. I've got friends using it in the middle of the night. They wake up with those hot moments and they're like, I want a shower. I will just grab a Summers Body Fresh. Well, I've got friends with kids that are like, so nice to keep all the children clean and fresh, pop them in your glove compartment.
And they're such a good size. And the other great thing is they've got, I don't know if it's the right word to say, they've got great stability. Yes. I've bought things in the past where as soon as you touch them, they sort of fall to pieces. They're super strong.
Yes.
So you're going to absolutely love these in every situation. For me, it's probably that day where you're dashing out the house and you really wanted to have a shower, but you've just run out of time. You've got an appointment to get to. You could be virtually sort of wiping yourself down as you run to the car.
Definitely. Fabulous for travelling, like we were saying. 744316, the item number there, and you get 3 packs of 10. Here are just some of the ingredients. Vitamin E, aloe vera, chamomile, they're antibacterial, hyaluronic acid in there, they do deodorizing, moisturizing and collagen. However, brilliant because of all those antibacterial features.
Yeah, again, we like to keep all we want to transgress all of the age groups, the young. My kids take them camping, that one of them cycles to work. And she's like,
what a great idea.
Yeah, she's like, I don't have a shower at work, so she uses those.
Perfect.
My father uses them when...
And of course, if you put them into your shopping basket, you can split the cost of them with PayPal and pay in 3. I was going to try and work that out, but
don't worry about it.
My brain's not working.
Because we've had to move.
It's well worth putting it into your basket. The cost goes down to virtually nothing, a few extra pounds. Now, are you ready for this? Because we can't believe how good this is, Fiona, and how affordable it is.
Yeah, this really is. I mean, again, talking about all age groups, this is the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand.
How great is that?
And I'm literally holding it with one finger. But it also is great for, if you're a mother at home that basically can't afford to go out and do a gym membership, or effortless stretches. You can actually turn it around the other. I mean, the diversity, the versatility, standing, sitting, lying.
Yeah.
Literally, you could do a rowing machine with it, just gentle, effortless stretches. Because have a look what it is. It's resistance bands.
Talk us through it, if you
well,
would,
everybody knows
this is honestly,
bands.
This could be for, like you say, gentle stretches.
Yes.
But you could turn this into a rowing machine like at the gym, because a lot of the equipment at the gym, it is resistance training. And do look up resistance training, why it is so important for everybody, but especially for ladies. Bone density, why it's so, so important. But this is so versatile, and you could take this away on holiday with you.
Oh, definitely, or camping. Have a look at the muscles here that are being activated just by holding it. These are core muscles, these are leg muscles, upper body muscles. Great for remobilizing joints, strengthening, trimming, just literally the amount of uses you could do. I'm going to have to, this is one thing. My friend said, you really, really must show the rowing machine. So if you want to do a rowing machine, now you can see I'm rolling it around the bar, because the great thing is you can change the resistance.
Yeah.
So if you want great resistance,
you just roll it round.
Absolutely, because every time you roll it.
Didn't you have a friend from the gym say,
yes,
and I used the rowing machine at the gym, and then you blew him away when you wanted to use this.
And I said, but let's just do a little bit of core workout. Let's do some assisted sit-ups. And you could be obviously lying in your bed. You don't need to be on the floor. Let me just do some bicep curls. So in just a rowing machine for such an affordable price. I've done the rowing machine, I've done core twists, I've done sit-ups, I could do some leg mobility, I can actually do some forward stretches, I could do bicep curls.
And you could be on your bed. You don't need to be on the floor, do you?
What a perfect thing to do first thing in the morning.
Yes.
To wake up your mind, your body, your soul, the muscles. Absolutely perfect.
I'm busy already on this. Sean's sitting down. Do the laying bit you can do on your bed. Have it by the bed for when you wake up in the morning. I think as we get older, we all get that little bit stiffer, don't we? We get a little bit slower. You can be doing your easy stretches in bed with this. But then honestly, give it a twist. And this gives you the resistance that you won't quite believe.
No,
so again, completely ageless. And it doesn't matter where you are on your fitness level.
Definitely not. I mean, I have got teenagers who love this because they can't afford to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I got the boyfriends that are going, yeah, hold on, let me just rank this up, and you can really use the bands to make it much stronger. This is just in the lounge, men, women, whatever you want to build, big muscles, you want to build long, lean muscles, you want strengthening, toning, pop it in your hand luggage. That's one of my daughters.
Great.
That's a great idea.
Just use it sitting down. Literally, honestly, I could talk about this for
our
a day.
producer's going to buy one.
Absolutely,
because
a day.
she has to stay up here now 4 days a week. And can't get to a gym.
Can't use a normal gym equipment.
So she can actually bring this with her.
I mean, it's perfect because if we actually think about it here, I'm just doing some bicep curls. You know, maybe I just want to work on my wrists. If I want to do, you know, some biceps, if I want to do squats, if I want to do core muscles.
We're going to have to move away from it.
I mean, honestly.
We're so busy on this as well now. Please do check your baskets out. We've got some incredible deals. £39. And look at the 5-star reviews. This has been an absolute favourite.
Take a look at this one from Gideon. Gym Magic offers a fantastic workout experience at home. It's easy to use. It's helped me regain my fitness after a long break. I'm a big fan. Thanks for that, Gideon. James said, I'm a fitness newbie and Gym Magic has made it so easy for me to get started. The guided exercise is simple to follow and I'm already feeling stronger. That's a great point. It comes with an exercise chart, but there are also links to go through to 4 different sets of exercise regimes.
That makes it so easy, doesn't it, Fiona, to follow? It's like you've got friends with you to exercise.
Well, we like to hold our friends' hands, whether it's a beginner, intermediate, advanced, seated. We are there to guide you and show you.
So there's actually a seated one as well,
yes,
which is
there
brilliant.
is, yes.
And there's a couple more reviews here. Caroline says, very easy to operate and handle, even if you have problems with disability of limbs. Like you said, you can use it sat down. Tones and strengthens more than you think. Highly recommend from Caroline. I love this next one. Best ever. I'm 70 and this is the best ever for exercising. Now we're approaching 10% of the stock. Oh
my word.
In baskets.
I think that's on absolutely everything. So you are going to have to shop really smartly. Jump on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Of course, you can go via the phones. I think the website will be your best way if you can. If you go on to Gym Magic, actually, which we've just been working out on, the clips that Sean was just talking about,
links,
there's two clips on there already, but you will get the links through to YouTube to access them all.
Yeah, you've got beginners, you've got a seated workout, there's more advanced, Fiona, as well.
Intermediate, they're all about 9 or 10 minutes long.
Great.
So very doable. And then you could just pick what you want to do, whether it's the upper body, lower body, the buttocks, the legs, you know, whatever you want to do, this is going to help you get stronger, help you remobilize, burn calories, feel better, get those happy dolphins.
Happy dolphins.
Endorphins.
Happy endorphins.
Absolutely. We like the happy dolphins. Honestly, you feel so good after you've exercised. Exercise first thing in the morning, you get so much done in the day. But I hope you can dance as well, because I think we're going to have a bit of trouble with your stock, because we might have to entertain in another way later on.
I'm not a good dancer.
Because we were earlier, just a few minutes ago, it was 10% of this stock gone.
20% of the stock now is gone.
How quickly is another 10% disappeared?
This is why we've had to come back to it really quickly, and we're going to talk you through it if you've just tuned in and give you a full talk around why it's so good for everyone. We also have the stepper available, remember. The stepper also, 20% of the stock is in baskets and checking through.
And that just goes on top of your leg master. It's a real great extra, isn't it, to go, so you can actually get your steps in as well. But the stock is depleting. You know what our fitness shows are like? The stock disappears really, really quickly. So first time to air with all these. Remember, this and and the stepper, they are time limited offers, so only till the end of the show. And you know what will happen, I tell you all the time, don't you? We'll be in a situation where more people are trying to order than stock is actually available, so please do check your baskets.
Now, if you have just joined us from STV, a very warm welcome.
Hello.
We've got a fabulous brand new product for you tonight. Fiona Summers joins us. We've known Fiona for a number of years.
Yeah.
But Fiona, let's start right from the beginning, because over 5 million of these sold
Yes, and
worldwide.
it was our first invention, actually. We have been inventing, my husband is inventing things for nearly 3 decades. Obviously, we started very young. But this was invented for me. Literally by him, because I say I want huge health benefits in a very small amount of time, because I'm queen of lazy. I don't do anything, I don't have time, I have no... So he created something that I only needed to do for 1 minute a day.
I hope you're listening to that. Not going to the gym for an hour, not going out for a jog for 45 minutes, or even a walk for 45 minutes. In 60 seconds, and honestly, you'll see us keep stopping, you will not believe it's so well designed that you only need to do 60 seconds. You only need to do 1 minute.
But we're talking a maximum, because actually, when you get this home and you get on it, I can almost guarantee that within 3 or 4 repetitions, you'll go, oh my gosh, okay, I feel it. In a thigh.
You have to work up, yeah.
I feel that pelvic floor exercise that I never did, and you'll go, okay, that's it, I'm done for the day.
A lot of the 5-star reviews say they started off and they were like, oh my goodness, Fiona was right.
But I started off with 9.
Yeah, I only managed 10, but I've built up to 20, and you get stronger and stronger.
And the secret is in that little curve. You're lifting your whole body weight using important muscles. So if it's about trimming because the sun's come out and your legs are out and you're thinking, I'm not sure about these anymore. Whether it's the buttocks you want to strengthen, whether it's the legs you want to strengthen. It was designed for me as a younger woman, but as I've got older and I've thought, you know what? We need this for the oops moments, you know, don't make me cough, don't make me sneeze. I want to help people with that, and we have 5 million sold worldwide. But also, I'm 60 in a few years' time. A few days' time.
No.
Oh, that
You
would be
wish.
nice.
Oh, bless you.
A few days' time. It was a few days' time. But, you know, my father's 91 actually.
Wow.
And he can just get on this, and he's using it for stability, for balance.
And the great
he
thing
really
is,
doesn't want to fall.
He could sit down,
That's it.
couldn't he, and use
Absolutely,
this?
yes. You can use this sitting down. So if you are thinking, actually, this moves, I'm not sure about this, then yes, use it sitting down. So
But that's a
perfect.
really good point. As you get older, that's the thing my mum is so worried about, is falling, and it is getting that core strong.
Yes.
It is working those legs, strengthening those legs, and just this very simple movement is doing all of that.
Just a simple movement, and again,
Under the
when
desk.
you get on it, use it whilst you want. Use it in less than the time that it takes for that coffee pod to go through,
so true.
or the toaster. I think I remember filling up a kettle of water and going, okay, in less than the time. Actually, I think I did like 7 days worth of 1 minute in the time that a full kettle of cold water. I was on air going, okay, I'm sure it's going to boil soon. Literally 7 minutes to boil. The whole week's worth of working out.
In less time than brushing your teeth.
Yes,
Definitely.
And you could do it in your pyjamas before you brush your teeth. No gym, outfit needed. As long as you've got some sensible shoes on, you could be wearing really absolutely anything. But honestly, get on this and just feel.
But actually,
the
looking funny
difference.
enough here, I can see my butt.
You can see your bottom working.
You can actually see.
Yes.
It's interesting.
The
I wonder
movement.
why my pelvic floor is like in my throat now.
And that's like the exercise you have to do on the floor, isn't it?
Yes.
Because
Well,
pelvic floor
not do on the
exercises,
floor.
which are often
not
recommended by the NHS, they swear that pelvic exercises are so important. But it is an exercise that you have to do on the floor, really different. Nobody ever does them, do they,
Well,
really?
no, I mean, you take that baby home and you're told about the pelvic floor and nobody does them. And then it's like, oh, yeah, do you have those UTS moments? And it's like, oh, yeah, have a baby, have an UTS moment. And yeah, well, actually, no, and obviously as you get older, you know, it becomes a real issue. And
For
for
so
me,
many.
A lot of people stop doing things, won't travel,
Exactly.
won't go on a plane, because if they can't get to the toilet while they're on the plane, there's nothing worse than having an accident. I mean, there's nothing more embarrassing. But actually, we're talking ladies after children. I know my pelvic floor needs exercising because I can be so desperate for the loo. You can feel sick that are you going to get there? Yeah. But actually the guys as well. I know someone that's had an operation just recently and they've said you need to do some pelvic floor exercise. Yeah. Obviously you always check with your surgeon GPs.
Always, yeah.
But they've said, and he's like, what is a pelvic floor exercise? That's it. What is my pelvic floor?
But the pelvic floor is literally 4 muscles that support the bladder, and as they weaken, obviously then we can have issues. And actually maybe you're somebody that's just woken up in the middle of the night. This is a big problem for so many people, is you wake up because you need to go to the bathroom and then you can't get back to sleep again.
Yeah.
And by the time you get back to sleep, the alarm's gone off, and then it's like you've got a whole day feeling really tired just because those 4 little muscles are going, you're not strong enough, you never did those exercises, and you're like, no, I didn't. This is something, the movement is literally drawing everything up.
You can feel like we saw it on your bottom. Yeah. It's doing exactly that.
And that's why I have buttocks like my teenagers' buttocks. So yeah, it is inner thigh, outer buttock. But I think for me, and as we get older, for the middle-aged woman, it is about core muscles, abdominal muscles and pelvic floor
But then
muscles.
also for me originally when I first worked with you, it was actually about my inner thigh, getting the
shaping.
Skinny legs, the skinny jeans on. I want to wear the skinny jeans. I don't want my thighs on. That was the problem. So for me then it was that. But now you say it's going to grow with you all the time because it's always going to work an issue that possibly you're having problems with throughout life.
Well, I think it is that inner thigh. Generally, you don't get people saying, oh, this is the favourite part of my body, the inner thigh. Most people, most women.
I don't hear that very often, no.
There's a bit of chub rub, a bit of chafing going on.
And how do you exercise that area?
Well, I tell you how you can go to a gym, take out a gym membership, and you can pretend you're at that gynecology, and you're kind of sitting like this going,
now,
there aren't any
Hayley always
guys
talks
out here.
about that machine.
Yeah,
they always put them at the top of the stairs.
Top of the stairs.
So as everybody's walking into the gym, you're like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hello. You're like, I'm not going on that.
But even those are not as efficient as the leg muscle, because this is a simple curve. You're lifting your whole body weight up with that. I mean, maybe you do your 30 or 40 pounds, but yeah, sitting there doing all the fanoolies.
Now, for shaping, it's fabulous. But we talked about pelvic floor. We're just going to show a picture. And what are we seeing here, Fiona?
Oh, this is great. The Australians did this for me. On the left-hand side is inactivity, green, blue, nothing going on. There's a little black handlebar which shows the leg master. On the right-hand side is actually where the muscles are being activated. The blood is flowing. It's a thermo. It's measuring heat. So the muscles, when they get activated, they're being engaged, they're strengthening. It's the inner thigh, it's the lower abdomen, it's the core muscles. But for me, internally, it is that pelvic floor area that is a forgotten part of the body that we just deal with symptoms on, and they're not nice symptoms. So for me, prevention is much better than dealing with,
absolutely
the issues.
And you've been there, haven't you? You've sneezed and you think, oh, don't make me laugh.
Yeah.
You're in the supermarket and you're crossing your legs while you're trying to have a sneeze.
It's not
because
nice.
you just, there's nothing worse than that feeling. And it's not just for the ladies. I know the ladies do suffer with those problems, especially after children. It's also with age, but it's also the guys as well.
Yeah, this next review that we're going to show you came in from Robert on a previous show that Hayley did. Now, take a little listen to what Robert had to say. Thanks for introducing me to the leg master and pelvic floor exercise. I thought this was only for women. I've had my leg master for 2 weeks now, and I've been to the doctors with issues for my pelvic floor weakness, and I've noticed a big improvement. Obviously, we always say individual results will vary, but this was Robert's experience. I'm 65, so most exercise is difficult for me, but the leg master is fantastic, and because it's there, ready to use at any time, I'm popping on and off it all day. I've just managed to do 62, the best yet, but I do it 3 or 4 times a day. Don't think about it, try it. Remember, the maximum you need to do is 60 seconds, 1 minute. Irene and Dave said, we have had the leg master since November. We just love it. We're 75 this year. It's for any age. I recommended it to my sister-in-law who is in her 80s and she loves it. I always say my husband Dave is allergic to exercise. He does 100. I can do 40 at the moment. I look forward to using it because it's so easy. It folds up small. In fact, this version of the Legmaster actually just slides underneath the sofa or underneath the bed if you want it to, so you can put it anywhere. We leave ours in the kitchen and just pop down when we can. My legs feel so much stronger and it's helping my core. I would recommend it to everyone watching. The price is fantastic. It is so worth it. And when we say worth it, this is a show special price, isn't it?
Now, it's a show special price only till the end of the show. Just been speaking to Fiona and we were saying it is different for the guys because us ladies have those ups moments, we sneeze and it's too late, or you get up to go to the toilet in the night and or you're in the car and you're desperate and are you going to get to the actual services? For guys it's a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, we kind of use the word dribble. So if, you know, again, unless you boys are doing your pelvic floor exercises, which if you are, good for you. Well, I know you're a minority. But
I think a lot of guys will think they don't have a pelvic floor. I think it's only a lady.
I think you're right.
Body.
I think you're definitely right.
If you've got a bladder, you've got a pelvic floor.
There we go.
It holds it in place.
We've all got one.
Yes,
now, remember, stock-wise, if you are going for the Legmaster, almost a third of the entire stock of the Legmaster has sold out and gone. However, we've now popped on the Stepper, which is the perfect combination because obviously with the Legmaster we're doing a movement we never ever do, which gives you incredible strength, lifts that pelvic floor, works that core, so great for your balance. But lots of your customers saying, I don't walk enough. Is there something you can do to help me get more steps into my day?
I know we're told to do 10,000 steps. Well, what we created for the customer, we love to listen to the customer because, they're doing that lateral move, but they also want to do the forward. And we have to do 360-degree mobility because that's the way life is. We created a Stepper, which is very usable, very portable, but it is designed specifically to go over and I repeat that, every single Legmaster we've ever made. So if you're one of the 5 million, this little beauty will, and you can use it sitting down, you can use it without the Legmaster, but it will pop over because what we love is to have the handlebar to be able to just step on it. And maybe you're somebody that, for whatever reason, aging, injury, illness, one leg is a little challenge. Well, just start with the other one.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And you can just do it simply, just one at a time, because there is a little bit of resistance, which is going to add to the strength training, resistance training, great for bone density and muscle mass. But if you do want to get going, my daughters use this and they're like, Mum, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's raining, I've got every reason under the sun not to go out and do like a jog or a run. They just, whilst they're watching their favourite television or their movie, they're just getting the steps in, getting a bit of cardio, burning a few calories, and getting those happy dolphins.
The happy dolphins. You can feel your heartbeat going, and if your heartbeat's increasing, you're burning calories. And that's the great thing. It's completely, I think, ages. Like you say, your teenagers are using it.
But it's at your pace, isn't it?
My mum would use this and love this because she's really, she won't go out and walk on her own. She's always worried about falling. The pavements are uneven. You know, it's not safe, I think, for a lot of people. And I think as you get older, it's something you worry about, so you don't do things. This is helping you get that strength back so easily. And alongside the Legmaster, I would definitely put this into your basket and get the two together if you can.
And do you know, the other thing we haven't mentioned really is that we've got the handlebar, the stability is brilliant, but the adjustability. Because when you came in, you were like, oh, that's fine, you're 6'4", it's fine, we'll just adjust the bar for you. And I've still got the same stability as you guys have.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. And
weight-wise, everything's great.
Weight-wise, we like to accommodate weights up to 350 pounds. It was how many?
136 kilos, 21 stone 6 pounds.
So you could tell I work in America. I only know the pounds and stones. So we like to accommodate people because maybe, I mean, there's a lot of modern technology at the moment for losing weight, but you still have got to keep your strength. And actually, you've got to tone up. The amount of my friends who are, successfully losing weight, and they're like, what is going on? I need to just tone everything up. I need to keep everything strong because my favorite saying in America is aging is a privilege.
Oh, yeah.
But we have to age strong. We want to help everybody say yes to life, whether it's a teenager that can't afford a gym membership or can't afford to go out walking or doing a swimming club, you know, whether it's the mother who's just, you know, tearing their hair out at home with the kids, but she wants something quiet, she wants to get her steps in whilst the children are sleeping. Or maybe like your mother, somebody who, you know, is finding it difficult lifting the feet up on the pavements, they're uneven. Keep the mobility, stability, and keep their independence.
Absolutely. It's an incredible piece of equipment, and I love the fact that it is so versatile, and you're loving absolutely everything. What we do need to warn you is this is
the stock is absolutely flying. We've got to remind you, obviously, this is a commercial presentation. Welcome to our ITV1 and STV viewers. You are watching a commercial presentation with fantastic prices. Now, the stepper is an addition to the Legmaster. It can be used on its own, but with the Legmaster, whatever model of Legmaster you've got, and over 5 million have been sold.
There certainly has, and that means if you've got a Legmaster at home, you can, of course, put that directly onto your Legmaster that you've already got. Sadly, stock-wise, we haven't got stock for absolutely everybody, and it is disappearing, and this is one of our actual specials, so it is a time-limited offer only till the end of the show. So what I will say, if you do want to go for the stepper, grab it now whilst the stock is there, because that stock is really disappearing very quickly.
854526, the item number for your stepper. Remember, it's an addition to your Legmaster. However, we're going to pop the Legmaster details back up for you. We're only about 40 minutes into the show, and a third, well, almost 40% of the stock is already in baskets and checking through. If you have it in a basket and you want the Legmaster, please confirm your orders. It's a show special, isn't it?
It is only till 3 a.m. and the Legmaster is incredible because it works muscles that you wouldn't normally work. It's this lateral movement, and you won't believe when you get it onto it for the first time how you will feel. You're like, oh my goodness, it is as, you know, as tricky as they say. I do actually only need to do, are you ready? 60 seconds. A minute a day is all you need to do on the Legmaster, and you can see how and feel how it works all the inner thigh, the outer thigh. It lifts the bottom, it lifts that pelvic floor. Perhaps you're having those ups moments, perhaps you're having that sneeze in the supermarket and you're just dreading, and you know, have I leaked? Or perhaps you're in the car, will I get to the services in time? There's nothing worse. We don't do pelvic floor exercises, and this, alongside your incredible outer leg, inner leg, it's actually doing those amazing pelvic floor exercises as well. You're seeing it here doing exactly that. It's a very clever movement, but as you do that, you'll think it's quite simple and you'll manage to do it, but my goodness, you'll feel it in all these different areas. So what I will say is if you want to make some changes and you just haven't found the right thing for you, perhaps you've joined a gym in January and you failed, because going to a gym, it's a big thing, isn't it? It's intimidating, and perhaps you just didn't feel right. Or perhaps getting to a gym is impossible for you. Just going out walking is, you know, you're worried about falling, you're worried about tripping, perhaps you don't feel safe walking in the area. You want something you can do at home. And that's, I think, when you find the right piece of equipment, all of a sudden, all those failures in the past, this becomes that success. Because honestly, we've all got a minute a day. We're not asking you to change your life and spend 3 hours at the gym. We're not asking you to buy expensive gym outfits. You could be in your pajamas, honestly, and get on this. And the lovely thing is, this is for the whole family as well. Perhaps you've got teenagers that aren't doing a great deal. They just sit and watch the TV. Wait till they see you on this. And then you can tease them. Say, go on, you have a go. Honestly, see how many you can do, because honestly, they will struggle too. But if you are in your later years, like my mum who's 87 this year, I'd actually get her to use the Legmaster seated. And that same movement, working all of those muscles, and again, lifting that's working that core, lifting that pelvic floor. It's working whilst you're sitting down as well. It's so stable as well with the handlebars. Most of you will think, well, actually, I can just get onto it. But you have got this versatility to it, that whether you are teenagers that already go to the gym, or whether you are in your 50s and 60s and you are getting those ups moments, or as a man, perhaps you dribble a little bit, which you're uncomfortable with. It's working that pelvic floor, but then too, being in your 80s. But honestly, you do need to check your baskets through. We're hearing we've got so many in baskets.
Oh my word.
Half the stock. Now, It's only, what time is it?
45 minutes.
We're only 45 minutes into the show. I have teased Fiona, our guest, and said, you know, do you sing and dance? Because I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing until 3 a.m. We're going to be in a situation where more people are trying to order than stock's available. Because our system, it's not yours till you check your basket out. So say we've only got 10 left. At one point, there could be 310 people ordering it. And if you all checked out at once, 300 of you would miss out or say sold out. Do check your baskets through. Hand on heart, I've had mine years. One of the best pieces of equipment I've ever used. And
Shayley uses it every single day, but for 1 minute, for 60 seconds. Now, we've also been lucky enough to feature the stepper for you that goes alongside your Legmaster. That's already limited stock. So if you want to get hold of the stepper that goes alongside the Legmaster, any model of Legmaster, or if you want to use it on its own, you can use it on its own as well. But Fiona always says she prefers it if it's used alongside the Legmaster for the stability with the handle. But if you want that stepper, it's limited stock. Oh my
So I don't think we'll get back to that. If you all checked out now, there would be not even a handful left. It's great to have your company, and it's great to know we do want to make changes, don't we, to our lives? We do want to be a fitter, healthier, trimmer you. Perhaps you've got a holiday booked and you're dreading it because you have got legs that you don't like, you have got that thigh that rubs, you have got, you know, the arms you don't like. We've got everything to sort out every problem tonight, but so easily and in such a short amount of time.
And I love what it says just on the details, lift and tone. Do you want to do that? I think you probably do. Let's take a listen to Fiona's story.
My name's Fiona Summers, incredibly busy mum. I have 5 children. My whole life is looking after the kids. I love being a mum, love my kids. After having had children, a lot of things changed, but one of the areas which I think people don't like to talk about is that pelvic floor. Little group of muscles that support the bladder, which does get affected by children and age. And without the strength there, the bladder, you know, it weakens. What that causes and leads to is leaking, accidents, embarrassing moments, things that we just don't want. I talk to my friends. How many of us say, don't make me laugh? You know, I don't want to have an accident.
This is so embarrassing for people to bring it up, isn't it?
Yeah. People are not really familiar with the pelvic floor exercise.
People don't know. People don't know that there's something you can do about it.
When I explained to my husband that I really had an issue with my pelvic floor and I was having embarrassing moments, now that is the area right in there. Lift it, tone it, tighten it. That would be fantastic. He said, right, I know the area we need to target, and I know you're lazy and you want something that works immediately. I'm going to go away and I'm going to transform your life. I kind of get not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do, not really wanting to go to a gym. And this has just been great because it is something for a real person like myself, a mum of 5 children, busy, that I could do in the home, which has really, really transformed my life, giving me back a strong pelvic floor and, you know, giving me back that control. It has been life-changing for me, and I know it's helped so many other people worldwide, which is just brilliant. Every woman deserves to take back control.
And absolutely, we all deserve to live a better life, a healthier life, don't we?
I think the thing is to say yes to life and have an easy, effortless solution. That's what...
Legmaster's where it all started with you.
It did, yes, it did.
This is another brilliant bit of kit.
I love this. I always say this is my favourite. No, this is my favourite. No, this is every product that we created, my husband's created, is my favourite product. But this, I think it's capital V for versatility.
Absolutely.
Capital D for diversity for all the ages, whether it's the whole of the gym in the palm of the hand, whether it's, as you can see, I'm rotating this, so I've gone from probably 5 kilos to 30 kilos. If you are somebody that wants to build big guns, you can actually see it.
Brilliant.
And you just twist it around.
Just simple twisting around. And resistance is a big word at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
So, yes. Good luck to that one.
Wow, that's amazing. That puts so much resistance on it.
But it is just allowing it to grow as you grow. But if you think about it, I'm doing some little tricep dips here, which you're doing an upper body strengthening for remobilizing strength training. This is a tricep dip. I could do biceps. I can stand here and do core muscles. I could actually do a little bit of resistance with walking, just some stepping, walking in place.
That's good.
I can sit down and do a rowing machine. This could be on my bed. So I can actually turn this into my own rowing machine with resistance, and I
Look
can
at
actually
Fiona's arms when she
raise it.
does that.
I know, and my legs, you can actually see the leg. I can then go to an oblique twist.
That's amazing.
I can then do it, and this could actually be in bed. Before I've even got out of bed, I can wake up all the muscles. I can then go to the upper body to help remobilize those shoulders. I could then do a bicep cut. I mean, literally, the list is endless. And I mean, none of us have gone anywhere. We haven't taken out a gym membership. We haven't got in the car. We haven't left this small space, standing, sitting, lying down in a bed, just activating, burning calories, happy dolphins.
Happy dolphins. After you've exercised, you do get this incredible burst. It's better than a cup of coffee in a morning. Look at all the muscles it's activating, virtually from your toes to your neck, every muscle to the end of your arms.
Exactly, and those muscles are being trimmed, they're being strengthened, they're burning calories. And actually with resistance training, strength training, it's not just whilst you're doing this, it is 48 hours upwards. It keeps burning those calories. It keeps, activating. And I think the body works as a whole, and the whole body has got to be kept strong and has got to be kept moving. So whether, like my father loves to use this for effortless stretches. So the perfect way to just bring back mobility,
that's lovely.
upper body, and just gentle movements. So it doesn't have to be hardcore body pumping, but it can be if that's what you
why
want.
it's for everyone, isn't it?
So literally just gentle moving, just standing on the bar is yet another way of doing it.
The other way around.
You could do it. We've got the 4 workouts.
No, we don't. We don't have to remember everything.
You don't have to remember everything. And actually, a lot of people, you just want the upper body. You just want to do the buttocks. You just want a little bit of resistance with steps. Whatever it is, you can do this. Make up the moves. Stretching the upper body. You're doing a core twist. Maybe it's reaching for that seat belt or putting your jacket on that is suddenly becoming a challenge, and you're becoming what I always say is like a prisoner of lack of mobility. How many people watching now are you thinking there's so many things I've stopped doing that is because of lack of strength or lack of mobility, and it's not necessarily just the fun things. Maybe it's golf you stop playing, or tennis, or pickleball, or doing arts and crafts. You just can't move in the same.
Or maybe it's just reaching for that cupboard.
Or picking the grandchildren.
Yeah.
Going out with
Simple
the family.
things.
You're going out for a walk with the family. You just don't feel you've got that strength or that balance again in your core. I can feel this not only in my arms, but through the whole of my body.
Yeah, I mean, look at the muscles. Wow, that's
the activation.
amazing. Yes.
And the muscle groups, you're using so many different muscle groups, and that's the great thing about this. That's what makes it for everyone. Now, it does come with a wall chart running you through Fiona's favourite 15.
Honestly, it took me like 3 weeks to choose my favourite 15 because I was like, no, that's my favourite. No, that's my favourite.
And then we've also got these links, haven't we?
Yeah, this is great fun. We actually did this in Australia because I just, I want to hold people's hand. I don't want people just to get home and go, okay, what do I do with this? Well, we've got some really fabulous, what I call them, movements and routines to help you activate the whole body, whether you're a beginner, whether you're an intermediate, whether you're an advanced, or maybe you're somebody like Hayley is sitting down here, that there's a perfect way to if we just do some sitting down, you've got the overhead, you've got some simple, as you can see, I'm rotating it around the bar. That's the only thing you need. I can actually hold it with one finger. Super soft and spongy, so really
it's very
comfortable.
Isn't it, in
We've created it a shoulder width apart, which we figure is the safest way, but we could just do some core twists. We can actually do some leg raises. We could do some bicep curls. Maybe it's just your wrists are a little bit weak. So just gentle movement here, because these are resistance bands. And why do we use resistance bands? Because we know they work. Doctors use them, physios use them, athletes use them. And I know you can actually get all those stretchy bands that are short, they're long, they're different coloured.
And which ones do you use?
Attach them to the wall.
Which is for which?
That I've never seen anyone do that. Every time I do this presentation, I've got something new going on. But how do you use it? This is simple. We've created it safe. We've created it in a way that it could be effortless stretches, or it could actually be a real challenging workout.
It is when you twist it, the resistance, you can get a really strong resistance. I mean, that is, when it's that tight, I can't.
Look at your arms. My
that
goodness.
is fabulous. So if you really do go to the gym and work out, this to take on holiday.
Oh yes, yes.
We've just said
Brilliant.
this is
or if you work away for a period of time.
you really miss your gym equipment, your weights when you're away.
Yeah.
So this is perfect.
And it does go in hand luggage. One of my daughters, I've got far too many daughters, my second eldest daughter, she just went round all the national parks in California,
Wow.
Utah. And so she had this car and she was like, well, what are we going to do other than obviously walking? Took one of these.
Brilliant.
So I've got little snippets of them standing
Oh, great.
like the Grand Canyon, doing their stretches and doing their, their
Caravanning, camping.
Exactly. So
perhaps you got a camper van. Perhaps you go to all the
literally.
festivals, but you do miss
Yes. So
exercising and getting to the gym.
So the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand,
Yeah.
or just effortless stretches, or just a great, if you're at home with your kids and you don't want to wake them up, you're not tethered to anything here, there's no electricity, there's no sound, you could really get some great workouts. So look at all the muscles here being activated, strengthened. These are so important to help us say yes to life and everything we want to do in it, whether it's the upper body, the core, the leg muscles. And it's for trimming, it's for strengthening and toning. It is for burning calories. It's for those happy dolphins.
Dolphin.
But maybe it's just, you wake up in the morning. Some of you obviously haven't gone to bed yet, but you wake up in the morning and you're thinking, I just don't have any energy. Well, this is something. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to move the big fluffy pillow. This could be you in the morning. Okay? It could just be in your underwear drawer because it's so small. Just pick it up. Maybe it's you want to wake up those muscles. Often we wake up in the morning and we're like, nice stretch. But let's do a stretch that brings with it resistance, strength training, burning calories, waking up the mind. So this is a great way of I could lie down and do a proper full body stretch.
Gosh.
I can then rotate the hand around the bar here and I could do some biceps. I could do some simple core moves. I could do some leg raises with the resistance. And then guess what? You're going to get out of bed and have a little bit more spring in your step and your mind is going to be a bit more gone with the cobwebs, ready to start there. And all I've done is a few little stretches on my bed.
I think if you move first thing in the morning, you get so much more done in the day.
You always say that, don't
If I
you?
don't exercise or do something in the morning, I'm sluggish, I'm slow, quite miserable all day. There's something about movement that it's not only good for your body, I think it's good for your mind. I think I feel mentally better that I've done something.
It's those happy dolphins.
It is my happy dolphins.
I use that, or I sell these all around the world because I just love this. And I'm like, yes, a really good friend of mine used the word happy dolphins, endorphins. And you know what? I always say to people, go to the gym and get happy dolphins. That's brilliant if you want to do it. Maybe do Pilates class, yoga classes, body pump or whatever, core workouts. That's great, whatever you want to do. But maybe you're somebody that doesn't want to do that. Maybe you're somebody that feels intimidated by a gym. Maybe you're somebody that can't afford the membership.
Yeah.
Maybe you're somebody that hasn't even got a car or doesn't feel comfortable wearing clothes that all those other people wear at the gym.
Yeah.
Whereas this is the perfect way to get your own type of stretching yoga moves. This is the perfect way of bringing the whole gym into your bedroom, on the sofa, in the kitchen, wherever it is, to do the whole body.
And you really can do the whole body. And I mentioned Pilates and things. There are those new sort of table classes, aren't they? And again, that's all with that resistance, where you actually stretch on a table.
Haley went to one.
I went to one.
Full of resistance bands.
Yeah, and it's all about resistance bands.
Yeah.
So this is yours at home, not having to go to a class. I hate going to classes because I know I'm going to be looking the wrong way, I'm facing the wrong way, I'm doing the wrong thing. Whereas you are at home exercising on your own, and do it first thing in the morning. In bed if you like. Use it for stretching, but honestly, believe me, when you wind this down,
the difference is
the
amazing.
resistance is absolutely incredible. If I keep winding that, are you ready?
Watch her arms. Look at her arms. Oh my
Look at
goodness.
that.
Oh yeah, look at those muscles activating.
So it truly does. If you really want to work out with this, you really can. However, if you are in your 80s and you just want to have some nice easy stretches in the morning,
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's just a really nice way to get a little bit of stretch and movement. It's about keeping that movement going, and if you don't use it, you lose it, and you know that. It's just like that squeaky gate. If that gate hasn't been opened for years, You know you can't get that gate open, everything's seized up, nothing's moving properly. It's keeping that juice in your joints. You've got to keep thinking, if you open that gate every day, a few times a day, that gate would always work, wouldn't it? But once you leave that gate shut for a period of time, it's stiff, and that's what we're like. If we're not moving, we're stiff, you're not flexible. So get some movement into your life. Honestly, Fiona, she won't mind me saying this, she's the laziest exerciser. But what she's done is developed really easy pieces of equipment that allow you to exercise so easily at home. But then she also makes it so you can increase the intensity. So if you really are into your fitness, and perhaps you do go to a gym, but when you're on holiday, you miss working out, or when you're working away in that hotel and there's no gym to get to, you miss an exercise. This will go in your bag, this will go in your hand luggage, and you can take it with you. It's your gym in your palm of your hand. But we are, Sean, so busy.
Oh, it's so busy across everything that we're bringing you. Now, the gym magic, Fiona managed to get us quite a big stock.
Yes.
However, is it a quarter of the stock already gone?
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. This could be a sellout show the way it's going. If you've got anything in a basket, please confirm your orders and check out. Remember, this is new today. We've got a brilliant price. Should be £59. It's £39. And that's what you've got. You can take it everywhere with you. And it's that gym to go wherever you want to give you that full body
And
work.
I've never done this with it, but my goodness, for that underarm area.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh my word, the horrible bingo wings that we get. Why do we, when we get old, all of a sudden get that horrible hanging skin under your arm? Wow, I can feel that.
Yeah, it's funny. That is a part of the body that actually we then start
really
throwing away tops.
Yes. Well, my mum said just today, I'm not, I want to get my T-shirts out, but I don't want to show my arms.
Yeah, she
I
did,
think a lot
didn't
of
she?
people are like that. It's such a shame because there are simple solutions. I always say easy solutions, effortless solutions. And you know what I've always said for so many years, right, everyone needs to get off the sofa. You mustn't win all sitting.
But you're
too
on the
much.
sofa.
Exactly.
Fiona.
But now I say, actually, it's okay.
Are you eating your words?
I am, honestly, because you can use a leg master sitting down. We can sit down. I could do a whole body workout sitting down. I could do my upper arms. I can do a core twist. I can do remobilizing, stretching the upper body. I can do, I'm doing it slightly to the side, some actual abdominal. And again, as I rotate it, I'm now going to be adding resistance. We could do leg muscles here. So we could do some simple moves, leg lifts. We could do the standard biceps.
Yes.
We can do the standard triceps. We can do the stretching up. We could do shoulder presses. So I've stayed on the sofa.
I'm a bit like on a row machine.
Yes, you could do the row machine. I've stayed on the sofa, but I've activated, woken up, strengthened, trimmed the whole body, and I have stayed sitting down. So yes, I eat my words, and all those customers for like the last 30 years where I've said, get off the sofa, get off. No, it's okay, you can stay on it. But just keep,
As long
what
as
I
you've got
say
your
is
gym magic, you can sit down.
interrupt your sitting.
Love that.
That's what I love it.
Yeah.
Great.
And that,
We do
again,
too much sitting, don't we?
We do
We're
too much
We're so
sitting.
static all the time, watching the TV, looking at our phones, in the car, sitting in an office. You need to get movement in your life. But the great thing with this is if perhaps you don't feel that you can stand for a long period of time, you can actually do all of those exercises seated as well. And don't forget, you have got 4 links that you can go to, and that will take you to YouTube actual classes in a way.
Yeah, that's
so
exactly
it'll give you
what it is.
loads of ideas of exercises that you can do from beginners, intermediate, advanced, and a
sitting.
seated one.
Yeah, and
Right.
you also get a chart with Fiona's 15 favourite exercises on to give you that inspiration, because that's what you need initially. But as soon as you get this bar in your hands and you start manoeuvring,
You just try things.
Fiona said
don't
every
you?
time she does a show with someone new, she sees a new exercise, and that's what you'll do at home. However, stock-wise, this is flying as well.
feel it.
Now, do you know the other thing I noticed just then when you were talking? You're a bit breathy, you're a bit out of breath.
Yeah, again, getting the heart rate up, that means you're burning calories, but in the easiest possible
Yeah.
way. Fiona wanted to design exercise equipment that was just really simple for you to use at home, really simple for you to use, whatever level you're at. If you are really into fitness, hand on heart, you can twist this resistant band, so the strength of it is quite incredible, and really work those muscles.
That really surprised us, the
But then-
resistance you've got there.
If you are in your 80s and you think,
just
like,
want
I need to
stretching.
move, you can do really gentle stretches with this as well. Hugely busy. Stock-wise, again, it's going to be as long as the stock is there. A third of the entire, and it was a big amount of stock, has already gone. So please do check your baskets through. And remember, it's the gym in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
That will go in your hand luggage if you want to. Get it in the boot of the car. Take it away with you in your caravan when you're camping, when you go to the festivals. So you are still moving wherever you are. We're so busy.
So busy.
So nice to have your company, and it's so great to have Fiona with us with all of these great products.
456359 if you want to add the gym magic into your basket. And remember, because you're spending over £30, you've got PayPal Pay in 3.
Yeah.
So $14.65 on your first of 3 interest-free
So
payments.
affordable. My gym membership is more than this.
Way more than that.
A month, and I pay that every month of every year continually. And you've got this, your gym to use as and when, and just in your PJs if you like.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't even need to have proper fitness equipment. But it's all about finding something that's right for you, and so many 5-star reviews, because that's exactly what's happening for people.
We're going to share some stories from people who've used Gym Magic and what a difference it's made to them.
You're burning calories, you're working every single muscle in the body. You can take it anywhere. It's an all-over body workout. I'd really recommend it to anybody that's starting out, that's never worked out before. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want.
I can even use it at work if I want to, and that's really great.
I love doing the core, and I can feel those muscles working, and it's so simple.
Wow, so busy and really great to have your company. What I will say is shop really smartly. You've loved absolutely everything we've shown you so far. So whatever you put into your basket, do check it through. You know, very soon we'll be in a situation where more stock, you know, more people are ordering the stock than the stock we've actually physically got, so you won't be able to get it. So check your baskets through as fast as you can. But something you should put into your basket, whatever you're buying, are these incredible wipes.
Yeah.
Which we just think are such a great idea.
Well, when I first saw them, I'll be honest, I thought, oh, well, it's just like a wet wipe. It's so much more.
It's like a shower in a
shower or a bath, yeah. And they've got amazing ingredients in them, and they're going to be so versatile. So if you are out camping, maybe you've just worked out and you want to be refreshed, well, this is going to do it all for you. So your item number is 744316. You're going to get 3 packs of 10 of these wipes, but they're so clever because of the ingredients, because of how they're put together, and you'll be amazed at the quality of the actual wipe.
They biodegrade as well, really refreshing. So perhaps you're a lorry driver, perhaps you're going on a coach trip and you know you're not going to get, you know, able to wash at any sort of time. You're going to be on that coach for a good few hours, perhaps even a really long distance. Perhaps when you're travelling on a plane, you always feel that little bit hot and sweaty when you get, and you don't want to get to the hotel
if you can't get
like that.
to running water.
Perhaps you cycle to work and there's nowhere to get clean and at work. Or perhaps you run, but again, you run to work, or when you're on the go, when you're camping, or perhaps you are recovering. Perhaps you're recovering in bed and you're not able to get. Or perhaps like my mum when she had an issue with her leg. She couldn't shower for a period of time because she couldn't get the plaster and things wet when she had an ulcer actually. And this would have been ideal for actually allowing you to have that shower or bath in your bed if you need to.
Yeah, the Body Fresh wipes are brilliant. It is your spa day for your skin.
It really is.
They're infused to moisturise and deodorise, condition your skin in one gentle swipe, a quick soothing way to feel fresh. I think after you've been on a plane journey or a bus or a train, they're going to be brilliant. And it is that shower fresh feeling. They cleanse and refresh your body from head to toe, perfect for travel. All the working out we've just been doing, brilliant after that.
Definitely.
If you can't get to a shower, excellent.
And you've seen their camping festivals, recovery, busy mornings. Perhaps you're just late for work. You got up late and you're desperate to have a shower before you go to work, but you just haven't got time. You could virtually be wiping yourself down quick just before you get dressed. Incredible ingredients, and all of these ingredients so important for so many different reasons. Vitamin E and aloe vera, honestly, you know why they're so good.
You've got chamomile in there, which is really calming,
Hyaluronic
isn't
acid,
it?
which is a huge huge.
They're
great
antibacterial.
moisturising
It's
treatment.
got
for your skin.
collagen in there as well. Also, the antibacterial properties are fantastic. If you think about what we went through a couple of years ago with all those germs and
Yes.
viruses, the fact you've got antibacterial properties
And they're
there.
so strong. I've bought some similar things in the past, but you feel like they're not going to go over the whole body. They're so strong. You can honestly do the whole of your body. And honestly, deodorising, skin conditioning like you won't believe, because you have got things like hyaluronic acid in there, antibacterial as well.
Also chlorhexidine in there. Do your own research why that's so important. The benefits of that, spectacular. Pop that in your search
I'm
engines.
just thinking as well, perhaps your boiler's gone down.
Yes, if your boiler's not working, you can't have a shower or a bath. You've got no hot water. So to have these at home, brilliant. If you go to festivals or you're camping, absolutely brilliant. You're going to get 3 packs of 10 for $16.99.
Or just in that hot weather when you're just out for the day.
Yeah.
This can be in your
Kids
picnic
in the car.
bag. Yeah. Because there's nothing worse than feeling like you're a little bit smelly, feeling like you're a little bit clammy.
Yes, that's horrible,
worried
isn't
that,
it?
you know, that someone else can actually sort of smell you.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. I love them, and we've only come across them tonight, and you're getting 3 packs of those. Well worth splitting that cost with PayPal Pay in 3 if you're putting it into a basket with something else, because if you spend over £30, if you're buying any other pieces of equipment, it'll allow you to split that cost over those 3 payments as well.
So 744316 is your item number for the Body Fresh, but we've got to get back to our star of the show. It's not you, Fiona, sorry. It's the Legmaster. It is on a show special price that we've got for you. It's on this price for the length of the show.
Only.
Or while stocks
Or
last.
as long as stocks last. Yeah, it's a bit of that situation right now. It was meant to be until the end of the show that you had the opportunity to get the actual deal that you're seeing on your screen. The fact is now it is going to be stock or clock. The stock could possibly run out well before the end of the show. This, I think, is a life-changing piece of equipment, because this works so many muscle groups in such a short amount of time. What Fiona wanted to do was to bring something out that she was lazy with exercise. She wanted something that would work lots of muscles, lift the pelvic floor, because oh my word, this does exactly that. Work that core, but of course those legs, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the buttocks. And her husband designed this really for Fiona originally.
Because she's lazy.
Yes.
That was the real reason.
Thank goodness she shared this, because the great thing is, if you're at home thinking, I'd love to make some changes, but I just can't keep anything up. I'm no good at, I joined a gym. I haven't got the stamina.
It's a commitment, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you
This,
know how long you use this? 60 seconds.
a minute a day.
1 minute out of your day. And honestly, for me, get up first thing in the morning. Whilst you boil the kettle, actually, put the kettle on, get on here. You'll have finished your exercise before the kettle's stop boiling.
Yeah, you will, without a doubt. If you want to use it without the handlebar,
That's a great idea.
under the desk, brilliant.
Working
Under your dining table while you're crafting, maybe, or
You could be
reading.
watching TV, you could be playing video games, you could be on your phone, you could be ordering things from Shop on TV. It's little movement, but really big, incredible results. And it's all down to the design, that secret sort of 9-degree slope, combined with that lateral movement, because that movement we never actually use. We walk forward, don't we? And sometimes we walk occasionally back, but we never do that sideways movement. And that really is working that inner thigh. Perhaps getting rid of that horrible thigh rub that you tend to get with those thighs. Perhaps you want to get into those skinny jeans again. Perhaps you're worried about your legs for the summer, but not only those legs, it's working the glutes, it's working that bottom, lifting that bottom. Everything as we age tends to drop, doesn't it? It's working that core. That core's really important for balance. So if you're in your older years, getting that balance back, but it's truly working that pelvic floor. And pelvic floor exercise is so important, but do any of us do them?
No.
And it's not just the ladies that have got pelvic floors, by the way. I think a lot of guys don't think they've got a pelvic floor, but it holds your bladder up. So you definitely have.
You've got a bladder, you've got a pelvic floor.
And for a lady, if that weakens, it's that sneeze, and it's too late.
When I make you laugh so much.
I'm like, oh, don't make me laugh all the time. But it is, isn't it? It's those situations, or even perhaps when you're running for the bus and it's just too late.
And it is really serious, isn't it? It's horrible.
Oh God!
It drives you
in
mad.
the car sometimes makes me feel sick. 'Cause I think, am I going to get? Am I going to get there? Am I going to get? There's nothing worse. So strengthening that pelvic floor, you won't believe. I can do a 2-hour trip now from home to here without stopping to go to toilet.
No.
But for the guys, slightly different. You perhaps don't have the notice the difference when you sneeze and things, but it's that dribbling. It's a horrible thing to say, but when that starts to happen, again, pelvic floor exercise is going to help with that.
It's such a great bit of kit, not only for pelvic floor, but also for shaping and toning of the legs, giving you that
Summer's
lovely
coming.
thigh gap. You want to wear your shorts to your legs look how they'd like
I always
to look.
wanted a thigh gap. Look.
Hey!
Hey!
You got it!
Look. Took a long time.
We work with this machine.
They called me Thunder Thighs when I was young.
Never.
Yes, but yeah.
Rude.
Leg master every single day.
And we've worked with this machine for a number of years, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we've got some great reviews to share with you of people's experiences. This one from Sapphire. I've only owned the Leg Master for a few days now, but boy, can I feel it working. You really do feel the leg muscles work. And it really isn't... it really isn't easy to last for the full 60 seconds.
You probably won't the first time, actually. You'll build up to those 60 seconds because it works more than you'll ever believe. And then they said, not in the first week anyway.
No, I'm building up to it. Just like Fiona said, it's harder than it looks. So 366263 is your item number. If you want to get hold of the Leg Master, get it now whilst we've got it in stock.
Now, there's a lot of 60s going on. All you need to do is have 60 seconds on here. But I'm just hearing 60% of the stock has sold out and gone. So do please need to check your baskets out. Now this next one isn't 60 or 60% of the stock because we did have the stepper.
We did have. That's past tense because it's gone from limited stock. The stepper has unfortunately sold out. So sorry if you missed it. It's gone. We will try and get more stock for you. So if you've been watching the show, do always check back in on the website, Shop on TV.
Absolutely. Now we've got Fiona, we're not going to let her go.
No.
We'll always try and get stock back in. But obviously this is our very first show. It's the launch show. That was one of our time limited offers, already sold out and gone. So you had the deal until 3 a.m. However, this is the same. And I think, again, this will sell out before the end of the actual 3 hours. So please do check your baskets.
So many in baskets.
So many still in baskets. If you check your basket out, you know, this could be one of the best things you do. That's a small step, that checkout button, a small step to you being perhaps a fitter, a little bit trimmer, feeling a little bit better. And once you start exercise, it does give you, I call them happy dolphins, it's happy endorphins. You get this buzz, but what it also does, that buzz makes you think about, well, actually, perhaps if I ate a little bit healthier, I feel I could walk to the supermarket now rather than go in the car. I could walk and get my paper rather than jump in the car. We get in the car and do things far too often, but I know lots of us feel sometimes you haven't got the strength. But this, strengthening all of those legs, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the buttocks, the core, but don't forget the biggest thing for so many people, working that pelvic floor.
And a minute a day, that's all you've got to do. 366263.
And that's the honest truth.
We're going to try and get back to Fiona very, very shortly before all the stock there disappears. Remember, you can use it sat down as well, take the handlebar off.
And that's how you can store it as well, so it'll just slide under a bed or under a sofa, which is absolutely brilliant. You saw how flat it is. You take the handle off and it's this flat to go under a sofa or a bed. But honestly, 60 seconds. Get it home and try it. You'll be emailing in, you'll be sending us 5-star reviews saying, oh my word, yes, you were right. 60 seconds is all I need to do. It's phenomenal.
Now we will get back to it, but if you've got it in a basket, confirm your orders and check your baskets out. First time we've had Fiona Summers with us. The Gym Magic, however, has literally blown us away.
Yeah.
Now that's the activity chart that it comes with. Fiona's 15 favourite exercises on there with Gym Magic to give you a bit of inspiration. But there are 4 links for you that'll give you more or less 4 different classes: a beginner's, an intermediate, an advanced, and a seated workout. So 456359 is the item number here. Like I say, when we came in tonight, we'd seen the pictures, but we hadn't actually used the product.
Well, you look look at it and you think, well, I wonder what I can do with this. Oh my goodness, what can't you do with this? This is honestly that gym. It could be a rowing machine. It could be for just gentle stretches first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. You could be seated, but have a look at the muscle groups that you can work. I don't think there is a muscle group that you're not working.
That's not featured,
If you sang, you'd be using your lungs. Well, you'd be using your lungs anyhow because you're getting that cardio work. I got quite out of breath using this. So you're burning calories, but you can just use this for a really gentle stretch as well. And it is, honestly, it's the whole gym in the palm of your hand to take away with you to have in the boot of the car.
And that resistance training is so important. Pop in your search engine, what are the benefits of resistance training? You'll be amazed. It replaced the need for those heavy dumbbells. And when you look at it, don't think, well, there's not going to be enough resistance there for me. The resistance on it is brilliant to start with. Great if you just want to do a stretch. However, if you then wrap the resistance bands round, it increases the resistance for you, doesn't it?
So if you truly are into your workouts, if you do use the, lots of gym equipment, perhaps you do weights, honestly, when you twist this, you can get resistance like you will not quite believe. And if you've used resistance bands in the past, they're so confusing. Which one's which? They're different colours. You tie some to doors. This makes life so easy. And there's 15 of Fiona's favourites exercises. There's so many more. But you can actually as well get 4 actual links to the YouTube, which will tell you, you can go through then, and it's like 4 classes. And there's an easy, there's an advanced, there's an intermediate, and there's also a seated class as well. So again, in my mind, this is ageless. You could be that fitness freak at the gym that will absolutely love this, will take this away with you when you have to work away and go into hotels, put it into your hand luggage for holidays where there's not a gym. But then if you are in your 80s, for really gentle stretching is so important. So important.
And again, that's what takes it across every level. I think that's why we've been so busy on this as well. £39 is the other reason we've been so busy. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, it's just $14.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. So 456359. Now, we had a huge stock here. 40% of that stock is already in baskets.
Huge stock. You're strengthening your toning. Perhaps you're stiff in the morning. It's going to get everything moving in the morning. You could actually use this laid on bed. It's so versatile. But sadly, it might not be versatile for the whole of the show because that stock is depleting so quickly as well.
For posture, for balance, might it, that you want. And balance is so important as we get older.
So important. It's working that core. And honestly, every lift, all those movements, though it's working the arms and all those other, it's working that tummy and that core all the time. And it's that core that keeps you upright
the balance.
when you feel like you're going to slip. And having a strong core, honestly, is so important. And this is going to help you get exactly that as well.
And whatever you've got in baskets, we've got to urge you, it's not even 1:30 yet. We're not even halfway through the show. Whatever you've got in baskets, please confirm your orders and check out if you do want to get these home. The website is the easiest way to find everything. I'm sure we're really busy on the phones. There'll be queues on the phones again. If you are waiting on the phones and you can go to the website, please do. With our Gym Magic, 456359 is the item number, but take a look at everything else. We've also got the liquid collagen on the show. If you're looking for a liquid collagen, that is brilliant. It's a collagen supplement, and again, collagen's something that we lose naturally in our body, so if you want to replace it with the liquid supplement, now's the time to get it.
You lose that from your early 20s, and it's virtually the glue that holds your body together. So taking collagen is a great way to help not only the skin, the muscles, the bones, the ligaments, so important. And sadly, as you go through that time of life as a lady in your 50s, you lose even more collagen. So if you are looking in the mirror, feeling and looking old, do a little bit of research about that collagen drink. It is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely swear by it.
But we've got to get back.
There's something else I swear by. And I thank Fiona all the time for, because my legs have always been a really bad issue. When I went to dance college, the woman that owned the dance college was vile about my legs. Vile. And then my brother used to call me Thunder Thighs. I've always had bigger legs. And I do find
you've got great legs.
This
thanks to
area
this.
is so difficult to do.
Impossible. I mean, there is that one very large, probably very expensive piece of equipment at a gym where you just say, am I in the gym or am I at the gynecologist? You sit there with your legs going.
It's always at the top of the stairs. And you're like, as they come
be in a worse place.
It's just not something you want to be doing. But actually, the great thing with this is it's actually more efficient than that, because there is a little degree, a 9-degree angle at the base here where you're lifting your whole body.
So it's working body weight, isn't it? Yeah.
Inner thigh, the outer buttock, drawing everything up. After 5 children, I always say my pelvic floor wasn't even on the floor, it was in the basement. Honestly, and obviously I never did those pelvic floor exercises. So as soon as I got on this, I thought, okay.
Because it makes you do it, doesn't it?
You're doing it for me.
Your buttocks,
yes.
it squeezes that pelvic floor. And we're seeing this here, we're seeing all the muscles you're talking about.
Definitely. Important muscles, not just for aesthetics. The sun's come out, your shorts, your jeans, whatever, but for stability, for mobility, for keeping us strong on the legs. You know, my kids love this. They pop on it. They want their nice, trim legs. They want to look good in their little shorts. You know, I've got friends who've still got young children that are like, it's quiet, I can get this done. It's just 1 minute a day. And actually, one thing we haven't mentioned is there are 1,441 minutes in a day. So one of those,
only one,
for the inner thigh, for the buttocks, for the internal core muscles, pelvic floor, for those happy dolphins, for burning calories, for stability, for mobility, for balance. Just one of those for all those health benefits. It's just, I just think it's a huge return on a microscopical amount of time.
It's doable, Fiona, isn't it? And I think that's why you've sold so many.
Yeah.
I think that's why it is so popular, because you've got a minute, haven't you? You perhaps haven't got an hour to do at the gym. You probably haven't got 45 minutes, and I can't run, I'm rubbish at running, so I definitely wouldn't go out running for 45 minutes. But could you do just 60 seconds on here?
Maximum.
And the great thing
is...
That's
the max.
Yeah. It is the max. But also, it is lightweight. Let's just pop it here. We could just be sitting at... getting going. Again, it's leg muscles. You could probably do more than a minute sitting down, but I could be on a Teams call.
Yeah.
I could be, working, but I'm getting the leg muscles going. So maybe if standing is that you're fearful of just standing, let alone walking on uneven pavements, just get going. Inner thigh, outer buttocks, all the way through to the core. This is still working, as you can see. As I'm moving, it's the core muscles. You could just be sitting, relaxing, watching
telly.
Shop on TV.
Shop on TV. Good answer.
On your laptop, reading a book, but getting going. I always think, I've said to so many people, don't sit on the sofa. We're all sitting too much. Now I'm like, okay, I take it back. Let's just interrupt your sitting by doing some movement. Maybe it's just one leg. Maybe one side of your body is not working, so you can actually only use one side. Well, how many pieces of equipment or how many exercises can you do just using one side? And often that one lack of mobility side stops you doing anything. We've all got hundreds of excuses to not do anything. That's just another one on that long list.
And that seated would be great again for my mum, who I think mum would think, oh, I don't know if I'm strong enough to stand on it, but she'd sit on it, which she does actually when she comes to the lodge. She uses it, she sits on it and has it by the sofa. But then you can build on that. You can get that strength back,
perfect way to start. But actually, if you have just got it home, everything that we make comes fully assembled. This comes fully assembled. You just pop the handlebar in. All I ask is to hold the handlebar for stability. You're just going to pop your foot on it. It does move a bit, but it does stop. The other side as well. And this maybe is your first time and you go 1 and you'll go, okay, I understand what she's saying. I did 9 to start with, but maybe you'll get to 3 or 4 and you'll go, okay, feel the inner thigh.
That's really good to hear that you did 9.
I know.
Because we've got loads of reviews that talk about that, where they did 6 or 12 or...
No. But I tell you what, the next day I did 10, then I did 11. But no, when I said to my husband, invent that, I'm queen of lazy. Invent something for me that I can do. I don't want it to be an hour. I just won't do it. I don't even want it to be 10 minutes. So when I did 9, I went, okay. I did kind of say a minute, that 9 is that. And he just said, no, don't worry, it'll be really efficient.
It'll build to that.
Toning. It will work on that pelvic floor, my dear, that you need to strengthen to, so I don't have to say, stop that. you know,
And
coughing,
he was
sneezing,
right.
laughing.
And we got another great review that refers to that Fiona just talked about. She did 9 repetitions the first time. Susan said this: I'd like to thank you for the great exercise equipment that helped me get motivated again. I'm 61 and wanted to be able to join in activities with my grandchildren. Brilliant. So I bought a Legmaster. At first, I was only able to manage 10 strides at a time, but gradually increased this weekly. Oh, look at this. Now, we always say individual results will vary. So far, I've dropped 3 dress sizes, and the weight loss has enabled me to start walking. And I now walk 3 or 4 miles 4 days a week. I'm now fitter. Isn't that great? I'm now fitter, happier, and healthier than I've been in years. I can't thank Fiona enough for bringing us the Legmaster. Isn't that lovely?
I love to hear the reviews.
Yeah, and
know.
I know there's so many things you can't say this for, but I think for many people it is life-changing. And I met a friend of yours, actually. She came to a show that we did, and she'd dramatically changed herself.
Yes, yeah,
hadn't she?
Yeah, she was somebody who was, I mean, too embarrassed to go to the gym. She didn't have any confidence. And she bought one.
Just the starting point.
Yeah, and
wasn't
she
it?
used it literally in her pajamas, sitting on her bed, because that's just where she was at. But because she did that, she was like, okay, 1 less biscuit, and I'll go for a little walk. And it started what we call it, a domino effect.
Yeah, that motivation.
And she lost like 23 kilos.
Wow.
Which was a huge amount of weight. But then she used it to tone up. But she said it started with the Legmaster.
Yeah.
That then she, started
healthier eating, more exercising.
Like I always say, it's not just about your body, it's your mind as well. And what it did is it triggered her mind, didn't it? Doing the Legmaster made her think, well, actually, if I ate a bit healthier, if I walked a little bit more, and all of those things
That's
combined,
all you need, isn't it? That first push.
Yeah, helped her change her life. And Legmaster was just the thing that got her mind going at first. And while it was getting her mind going, it was working all these muscles
Definitely.
at the same time.
I always say to people, a lot of people say, how come you sold 5 million pieces? And I'm like, well, firstly, I think it's because you feel it immediately and you get immediate results. And because it's such a small amount of time to commit to, you're going to commit to a minute a day. But when you think about the benefits, some people come to the Legmaster, they're like, yeah, my jeans aren't feeling good, or my shorts are things that I don't take out anymore because I don't like my legs. Maybe it is that I've had a baby and I get the oops moments, and what do I do about it? Maybe it is just, I'm not feeling comfortable walking because the pavements are uneven, and maybe it's just
you hate your legs rubbing.
The chub rub. Maybe it's a chub rub. Maybe it's the kind of, I just want more energy. People talk about mobility. I just want more energy. Well, I always say to people, whatever it is you want on that long list, unfortunately, you're going to get the whole lot, whether you like it or not, because those are just what you get with the Legmaster. You can't just say, well, I just want to get rid of the chub rub. Well, the muscles are going to be activated and strengthened. You are going to be releasing the happy dolphins. You are going to be burning calories. I'm sorry. You just got to take all the benefits in that 60 seconds a day maximum. Remember, we start with a few seconds.
Yeah. And we would always say, if you've got any medical issues, you're not sure, always check with your GP or your health.
And of course, you don't have to do 60 seconds to start off with. I think most of you won't be able to do 60 seconds, first of all. Just like Fiona was doing, she did 9 repetitions.
I didn't even get to double figures.
And then got off
and went, thank you,
said to her husband that had designed it, hang on a minute, what do you mean 60 seconds?
I said, look, a minute a day, not 9 seconds. He said, don't worry, my dear. You'll get
we'll
to
build.
And loads of the 5-star reviews say exactly that. You will build, you will strengthen, you'll be able to get to that minute. But honestly, you are working muscles that I think you just won't work in any other way. That inner thigh, how do you work that inner thigh? But this is working that inner thigh. It's working that full body. It's lifting that bottom. It's working that core. It's lifting your pelvic floor. Honestly, if you have those ups moments, it is phenomenal to get pelvic floor exercises into your life, and this will do that. Love this product. I've been using it for nearly a month now, and I'm still not able to do the full minute yet. This is just what we're talking about. When you get it on it and start, you can feel it working after a few moves. I love to exercise, but find it hard to fit it into a lot of exercise in. So jumping on this 3 or 4 times a day. That's the other thing. You could break up that time as well. Helps me work my legs. This then frees me up to do my upper body. And the best thing is once you've built yourself up, You can jump on it as and when it suits you. I love it. And that is the truth. Once you get that great strength, all of a sudden, you think, I can do this. And you can do more things. It's not just about getting that better looking leg. It's actually about you feeling better about yourself. It's about you feeling you've got that strength to walk down to the shop and actually pick up that newspaper rather than jumping into the car, to wear that summer outfit, to get those shorts out, to go on holiday and be proud of yourself. It's not just about the body, and this is working muscles. Like, honestly, when you get on it for the first time, you will be blown away. You will feel it lifting your bottom. You'll feel it working all of those legs and those calves. You'll feel your core, but you'll also feel the lift in your body, that pelvic floor. And you think, no, this is absolutely right. What they said was absolutely right. I can only do 9 or 10, but then you'll build up, and you building up actually gives you that positiveness. And that then makes you think about other things. And so many people have said this. Once you start finding something that works for you, you'll then think about what you're eating. And then you're linking that healthier eating in with actually getting on your leg master, not for an hour a day, for 60 seconds, for a minute a day. And then you'll think about walking more. And actually, it allows you to get your life back. Are you sat at home and you miss out on so many things? Last year when you went on holiday, you actually stayed at the caravan most of the time because you couldn't go out on the bikes, you didn't have the energy, you didn't have the oomph, you couldn't have gone for that walk, you couldn't have gone down those steps to that beach. There's no way you would have got down there. Can you imagine, by getting this today and using it just 60 seconds a day, that could actually help you make those changes? It is phenomenal. Please do check your baskets through. 3/4 of the entire stock has sold out and gone. So please check your baskets through. Don't go anywhere. We've got loads more exercising to do. But actually, Fiona is the secret to this product. So let's hear her story.
My name's Fiona Summers, incredibly busy mum. I have 5 children. My whole life is looking after the kids. I love being a mum, love my kids. After having had children, a lot of things changed, but one of the areas which I think people don't like to talk about is that pelvic floor. Little group of muscles that support the bladder, which does get affected by children and age. And without the strength there, the bladder, it weakens. What that causes and leads to is leaking, accidents, embarrassing moments, things that we just don't want. I talk to my friends. How many of us say, don't make me laugh? I don't want to have an accident.
It's just so embarrassing for people to bring it up, isn't it?
Yeah. People are not really familiar with the pelvic floor exercise.
People don't know. People don't know that there's something you can do about it.
Yeah.
When I explained to my husband that I really had an issue with my pelvic floor and I was having embarrassing moments, now that is the area right in there. Lift it, tone it, tighten it. That would be fantastic. He said, right, I know the area we need to target, and I know you're lazy and you want something that works immediately. I'm going to go away and I'm going to transform your life. I kind of get not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do, not really wanting to go to a gym. And this has just been great because it is something for a real person like myself, a mum of 5 children, busy, that I could do in the home, which has really, really transformed my life. Giving me back a strong pelvic floor and, giving me back that control. It has been life-changing for me, and I know it's helped so many other people worldwide, which is just brilliant. Every woman deserves to take back control.
And what a deal we've got on the Legmaster for you tonight from Fiona Summers. Go to our website, shopontv.co.uk. You'll see the full range. Fiona's brought us some great products. We've got that fabulous Gym Magic. You're loving that. We've already had a sellout with the stepper for the Legmaster, but our Legmaster is absolutely flying now. Literally hundreds of you still got it in baskets. Do confirm your orders and check your baskets out. If you all check out, 80% of the stock will be gone. So if you want to add the Legmaster in, 366263 is your item number. It's down to £68 for the length of the show only. That's why you need to confirm your orders before the end of the show. And you can use PayPal Pay in 3, £24.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you want to go for it. Look at the benefits: strengthening core, shaping legs, lifting the pelvic floor, toning your glutes, and all because of that 9-degree angle on the Legmaster and activating so many different muscle groups. 366263, my word. We're now approaching limited stock with all the stock that we've got in baskets.
It's big benefits in a short amount of time, 60 seconds, you can all do it, but you do need to check those baskets through. Sadly, we should have been saying towards the end of the show, you're not going to get this price for much longer, it's going to go up in price.
What have you done, Fiona? You've broken us.
Looks like the stock's going to go before we get to 3 o'clock, Fiona.
I'm very sorry, but well done to those who have bought it, and you really will not be disappointed.
You can still jump in and get it right now. If you add it to your basket, you can still get the Legmaster.
Limited stock means we're just down to the final 10% now, but it is anybody's. It's the first people to get it in a basket, check it out. It's there for you. But very shortly, we'll have more people ordering than stock is available. And then you'll be in a situation where you could have it in your basket, but you could press checkout and it will say, sorry, sold out. We will try and get Fiona back, but we don't know when. She's a very busy lady. I mean, you go
worldwide.
These have sold out worldwide, haven't they?
No, we've sold them for nearly 3 decades. Obviously, I started when I was very young.
Just out of nappies.
Yes, but no, I'm going to Australia the end of the year, the end of this month. I've just got back from Philadelphia, Milan, Canada. Because I think, you know, as a woman, I'm 60 in literally 4 days' time.
Believe that.
You know, this has kind of grown with me. Initially, it's because I'm Queen of Lazy. I said to my husband, invent this for me. I want big changes. I want more energy. I've got 5 children, far too many children. I just want, you know, my legs to look better. I want to feel better. I want more energy. I want to be able to cough, sneeze and laugh without going stop, you know, just those, as I call them, my oops moments. But then getting older, you know, having young children and getting older children, they then want their skinny jeans to feel better.
So true.
I then now have aging parents that are like, you know, we really don't want to fall. We want to keep our independence. So this is it's a product that, yes, we've sold 5 million worldwide to the young who want to look great, to the middle-aged people that just maybe don't have time to do anything. It's got 1 minute to get some huge health benefits, burn some calories, release some happy endorphins, strengthen, tone, trim up, just feel a lot better. But as I'm getting older and having an older, you know, family as well, just brilliant to use standing, use sitting, just get the legs moving and keep you moving and help you say yes to life and everything you want to do. You keep focusing on the fact of, you know, it's not necessarily on what you want to do in life, but it's also being involved with your family. How many people...
It's living a better life. It's living your life.
Well, it's keeping the finer details of life, whether it's functional things or whether it's things that you want to do in life. But as you've mentioned, maybe it's you didn't actually spend Christmas with your family this year because you couldn't travel, or you didn't feel comfortable getting in and out of a car, or maybe you've even sold your house because you can't get up the steps anymore. These are things that you really, really can change by just doing something in the comfort of your own home. Look at Sean, sitting down.
Well, you mentioned sitting down, and he thought he'd grab his moment. But you see, that's exactly how Mum uses it.
Yeah.
And it's still working. You can feel it, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. And the handle does come off, doesn't it, Fiona? So if you want to put it under a desk or a dining table.
Yes, if you want to do those Teams calls and just keep moving. I always say, you know, you really shouldn't sit too much. But now I'm saying, interrupt your sitting. Interrupt it. And get moving, because that's why I get on flights.
Yes.
Because I just know so many people, and the reviews are amazing on the Legmaster. For 30 years, 5 million, you know, they can't be wrong. And whether it's trimming, whether it's endorphins, whether it's pelvic floor, whether it's strengthening,
whether it's ladies or whether it's guys.
Oh yes,
as well.
The guys have the dribble. Yeah,
you guys have got a pelvic floor. I think lots of you think you haven't, but you definitely have. And working that muscle is really difficult for a woman or as a man. But not only is it working all the legs, the bottom, the core for balance, it's working that pelvic floor. And we've got a 5-star review. Actually, we've got a great little message here from Robert.
Yeah, Robert sent this into a previous show. Thanks for introducing me to the Legmaster and pelvic floor exercise. I thought this was the only for women. I've had my Legmaster for 2 weeks now. I've been to the doctors for issues with my pelvic floor weakness, and I've noticed a big improvement. And obviously we don't make any claims. These are all individual results that we share with you. I'm 65, so most exercise exercise is difficult for me, but the Leg Master is fantastic. And because it's there, ready to use at any time, I'm popping on and off it all day. I just managed to do 62 repetitions. Wow. That beats you, Fiona.
Yeah,
very much.
Robert.
Well done, Robert.
Well done, Robert. But I do it 3 or 4 times a day. Don't think about it, try it. And remember, Fiona always says a minute maximum a day is all you need to do. Sapphire said this: I've only owned my Leg Master for a few days now, but boy, can I feel it working. You really do feel the leg muscles working, and it really isn't easy to last for the full 60 seconds. Not in the first week anyway. Just like Fiona said, it's harder than it looks. And that's what it's all about. That's why it's for everyone. And what are we seeing here, Fiona?
Well, you're seeing, aren't you, Fiona, all the muscles that you're actually working that we've talked about.
Definitely. The secret's in that little curve. It's a 9-degree curve, so it's effortless, although you're going to feel it. It's an easy solution you can do at home, but look, it's the buttock muscles, it's the leg muscles. It's not just strengthening and toning to help you keep you stable and balanced, but it is actually helping with the aesthetics. I think a lot of people are losing weight with some modern technology at the moment. So you're wanting to tone up, but you still need to keep strong. You know, as we age, which I say, aging is a privilege.
It's absolutely.
But you do have to age strong, and you can choose. You could go for a walk for an hour. You could go for a cycle for an hour. But maybe if somebody's saying, I'm not going to do that. It's either raining or it's windy, or there's always an excuse not to go out. So don't go out. Stay on your sofa and keep moving. Stand up in the kitchen whilst you're cleaning your teeth. Less time than it takes for that coffee pot to go
while
through.
the kettle's boiling. Put your kettle on in the morning and jump on your Leg Master. But if you want it, you need to check those baskets through. If you all checked out right now, there's too many people ordering. We've got more people ordering than stock is available. So please, please, please check those baskets through, otherwise you are going to miss out. And if you're thinking, really, in 60 seconds, you're saying, I only need to use this for 60 seconds. Yes, and actually you had a test done where you really visually saw what was actually worked and moved in just 60 seconds.
Yes, we did this in Australia actually. It's called a thermology test, which basically shows where the blood is moving during exercise and movement, and that shows the areas that the muscles are then waking up. They're being used, they're being strengthened. On the left-hand side is inactivity. You can see the black handlebar of the Leg Master. On the right-hand side, where it's turning orange and it's red, this is the area of the body that's warming up. The muscles are being activated, toned, strengthened. And look, Hayley, I mean, it is that inner thigh.
Yes.
To help with that chub rub.
Yeah.
It is the lower abdomen, the core muscles. We use core muscles for absolutely everything. But within the core muscles, you have your pelvic floor muscles. So if you're somebody that's not taking the long journeys, that, you know, doesn't feel comfortable coughing, sneezing and laughing, you know, if you're losing those really important things in life, then actually don't think it's too late. Don't think there's nothing you can do. 5 million people cannot be wrong.
No, cannot be wrong.
Because that's who has bought, you know, the Leg Master all around the world. The young, the middle-aged and the ageing people are benefiting from it.
And you've got a great price. You've only got that price. Well, I say you've only got that price till 3 a.m. Actually, you've only got that price until the stock actually survives, because that stock is very, very limited. You do need to please check your baskets through. So many of you got this in baskets, and there's too many ordering than stock that we've got. We're in that situation. I did warn you at the top of the show. It's an absolute #1 product for me. It's a product that I would not be without. It does things that I think nothing else can do. But we're going to move on. We're going to let you check your baskets out, because we don't want to be trying to sell something that isn't available, but it is. You can still put it in a basket. You can still check it out. It will be the first people to do that will get it. So we're moving on to, when I spoke to you on the phone just recently, you absolutely loved these.
Oh, again, they're my favourite. I always say about the favourite.
Another favourite.
We've created something, because obviously we're trying to encourage people to get moving. And whether it is, you know, somebody who's got young children I remember wiping my children with things and the skin would go bright red, you know.
Yes.
My teenagers love to go for cycles. They love to go camping. A couple of them actually, you know, go to work on the bicycle and they're like, Mum, we don't have showers.
Right.
Can we have a Summers body fresh wipe? You know, my father's like, I'm like, have you had a bit? And he's like, yeah, I'm all good here. You know, I
can sort myself out.
Exactly.
Right.
All my friends are like, in the middle of the night, these were a godsend because you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with those heated moments in the middle of the night, maybe you're having one now, and you're like, I could just do, you know, these are brilliant because the ingredients, it is like a spa day for your skin. Yes, you can get wipes, you know, which have various things. This we feel has got everything. We have the chlorhexidine, which is the deodorizing, helping with, you know, the antibacterial in a world that we still live with.
That's really important.
Viruses,
isn't it?
so helping keep people safe.
Yeah.
You know, especially maybe the more elderly as well, you know, but those moments, like I always, when I get off the plane in Sydney, I'm like, hey guys, everybody, you need some of these. Some pretty nasty smells
After a
going on
journey,
there.
they're absolutely, you can stand in a queue, can't you? Think, oh gosh. But you can't help it, can you?
No.
You know, if you do sort of sweat and you do suffer, well, just with the heat of every day, perhaps just going out for the day, you get hot and sweaty.
Department.
And
I mean,
you hug
honestly.
something body and you think, I bet they can smell
It's
me.
just, but there's a simple solution. There is the chlorhexidine, which I think is a really, really important antibacterial deodorizing ingredient. But also, there's the hyaluronic acid. That is to help keep the moisture in and give moisture. You've got your aloe vera, you've got your vitamin E, you've got your provitamin 5. There's some really lovely things that are going to really moisturize your skin, help keep you safe and clean, but also feel really nice. Smell nice. And also what we haven't talked about is this is a big luxury cloth.
And it's super strong.
Strong,
it's thick. It is going to be, you could use it on the whole body.
I've used things, some
like,
things that as soon as you touch them, they fall apart.
Yeah.
This is, you could do the whole body. So if you're, perhaps at the minute you're having to spend a lot of time in bed and you're not able to get to the shower, you could have like a full body wash with this.
Absolutely. Maybe you're going camping. Maybe, you know, you just want to pop them in your glove compartment. I mean, literally for children, my kids, oh my gosh, I remember they used to get in the car. Not only would I be like, goodness me, what a interesting smell. But then they'd be eating pasta and it would all go over it and it's all over their hands. And, you know, so, you know, young children, teenagers, take them on holiday, you know, again, people love to walk to work, but when the sun comes out,
you don't want to be sweaty when you get to work.
It's a simple solution. Literally, you got, you know, 10 in a packet, there's 30.
Great
in the,
size.
You know, and it is resealable. That's the other thing is, so if you take one out, you're not just going to end up with a whole load of dried up things. Seal it back down again. You could not use that for a year and they would stay really nice and fresh. But I just think they feel so nice. It is literally like a spa day for your skin.
It is. They feel absolutely
useful.
fabulous. They smell beautiful. Size-wise, they are incredible.
24% larger than regular wipes. I think they're 30 centimetres by 20 centimetres is the dimension for you. You get 10 in each pack. You're getting 3 packs, so you get 30 of them. And do you know what? We're constantly using them here on set, and they're still damp. You know, you're still getting the benefits.
And they are nice and cooling as well.
I know, actually.
So on a hot day, when you are hot and sweaty, I should say, they've got a really nice cooling feeling to them.
And you've got that deodorizing chlorhexidine in there. That's antibacterial benefits. They're skin conditioning. They're moisturizing. Hyaluronic acid. What a buzzword that is. A lovely,
incredible ingredient.
A lovely natural fragrance. So they're not over fragranced like some wipes can be sometimes. If you want to add them into your basket, 744316 is the item number. $16.99. Amazing ingredients you've got here, as you can see. Aloe vera, chamomile.
Collagen, vitamin E. I mean, literally, we looked at everybody else's wipes, so to speak, and we were like, right, that's got that, that's got this. Well, so we're just going to put everything.
We'll have it all.
Because we actually want to have the best one. Because, again, I travel a lot. I've got children, teenagers that are like the camping around the national forest. They're like national parks. They were like, Mum, they were a godsend because for days, weeks, they didn't have showers. And I'm thinking,
can you
they
imagine?
were like, you know what?
Yes.
We were fine. We just grabbed one of these, nice wash, you know, go to
Backpacking and things like that,
got the festivals coming up
Lorry
now.
drivers.
You know, I think it's £5 a shower, isn't it? Lorry drivers. Honestly, or when you're going on a trip in the car, they're just so useful to have in a little, pop them in your glove compartment, pop them in your bag when you're going to work, just take them in your hand luggage. You know, they are just a luxurious cloth as well. I mean, you can't
nice
even break
thing
that
is-
if you want it.
Really
Yeah,
It is
really
like a
strong.
shower in a cloth or a bath in a cloth, but actually it is a spa day because you've got that those incredible ingredients like hyaluronic acid, like collagen that you'd have in creams normally. So it's really moisturising as well, because some wipes can be really drying to the skin, can't they? And we're so busy on absolutely everything, but you are loving these, so please do check your baskets through. Actually, pop them into your basket with whatever you're buying, and if you're spending over £30, you will get PayPal Pay in 3 as well. But just seeing some of the ideas, camping, and whilst you're working through the day, just getting hot and sweaty, perhaps you cycle to work, or you run to work, but you can't get showered at work, but this is like your shower in your backpack. Great for the kids as well, with dirty hands. And honestly, if you are sort of rehabilitating things, perhaps you can't get out of bed to have a bath at the minute, allowing you again to have a real proper clean. Working, perhaps you do quite a physical job and you do worry about getting hot and sweaty when you're out exercising, when you're out running.
After classes, yoga, Pilates, maybe you've been to the gym.
Sometimes you'll go to a class at lunchtime, won't you, and then dash off back to work.
Between work.
No time for a shower, but all of a sudden that doesn't matter. You've got your shower in your bag.
It really is that refresh, isn't it, for your body? I think that's what's so good about it.
Easy solution. We're always looking for easy solutions.
Easy we love.
We've come from mobility to fitness to basically dealing with, moments. That honestly, that has been the lifesaver.
So many ladies going through that time when you have those hot sweats in the middle of the night.
Yes, absolutely. When you just really want to shower, but you don't want to get up and shower, grab one of those, freshen up, but with something that is so kind for your skin.
744316, you get 3 packs of 10, remember, so 30 in total for just $16.99. Get those home and try them, and you know what, you'll find them a godsend for so many different reasons. On the website you'll find everything, shopontv.co.uk. What a night it's been, Hayley.
Absolutely. Absolutely incredible products. Already sellouts, like Sean was saying. It's going to be very much as long as the stock lasts now with the Legmaster. So what I will say is please do check those baskets through. Do check out the collagen that's available as well. But please, Legmaster, I think it really can be quite a life-changing product. So please grab it whilst we've got it. Well, hello, welcome to Shop on TV. Great to have your company as always. We've got an amazing product that we're so super excited to have. Fiona with us as well, which is fantastic, but a product that for so many has made such a difference.
Such a difference. And Fiona, this product itself was invented for you by your husband, wasn't it?
It was a long time ago when I was very young. No, 30 years ago, actually.
Gosh.
And I said to my husband, I'd had 5 children, far too many. Queen of lazy. I haven't even looked at a gym, let alone gone inside one. And I said, come and invent something for me that is really going to make a huge difference, going to change my life, going to give me more energy, help me feel more toned and strong, and stop the a long list. And I'm thinking, but the most important thing is I want these big changes to be immediate, and I want to only do a minute a day. And I'm thinking, never. He's never going to create something.
Oh, but he did.
Yes,
and he created the Legmaster. And I mean, we've sold 5 million worldwide. And this is just the simpleness of it. This is where the magic is. The little curve at the bottom, 9-degree curve. You're lifting your whole body weight up, which is why we get such great results quickly. Toning, strengthening, helping to release endorphins. You're burning calories. You're using your heart, your lungs, circulation. Just this whole long list for just a very, very simple move.
And a very short amount of time. This is the biggest thing. Because you think when you want to exercise, you're going to have to go to the gym for an hour. You'll have to go out running for 45 minutes. But we're going to do our exercise on the Legmaster in how long?
Oh, 60 seconds.
Just
maximum.
We're going to feel this tomorrow, aren't we?
And how many minutes have we got in a day?
1,440.
So we need to use just one of those minutes.
Exactly.
And we will get that full workout.
Well, definitely. And whether it is a full workout you want, maybe it's just you want better balance and stability.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. You put your shorts on and you're thinking, I didn't have that part of my
Or
body
it's that
yet.
leg rub, isn't it? That's
The
so
chub
horrible
rub,
in the
you
heat.
know? Yeah, the chub rub. Maybe it's just you want to feel more energized. You know, it's approaching 2 o'clock in the morning, but we are like, woo, we are flying, because we know that moving and exercising helps you, you know, not only get the happy dolphins, but helps release energy. So maybe you just want more energy. Maybe you do want stronger legs. You're thinking of selling your house and getting a bungalow because you can't walk upstairs, or get in and out of cars so you can't see your family. Whatever it is you have on that long, long list, you're going to get all the benefits whether you like it or not. So great for aesthetics, great for toning, great for balancing, but great for this full body workout where you're going to just feel so much better and get a spring in your step.
And you really do have a spring in your step, and Sean's going to get that spring in his step by sitting down on the sofa. I mean, how great is that? So if you think, well, actually, I'm not particularly stable, start sitting down if you want to. This is how my mum uses it. And you're still feeling that, aren't you?
Yeah.
On the thighs.
Definitely, yeah. You can take the handlebar off, obviously, if you want to put it under your dining table, maybe under your office
whilst
desk.
you're working,
Yeah, working from home, you're still getting that movement. Brilliant price we've got for you right now. So if you want to add it into your basket, 366263 is your item number. We haven't talked about pelvic floor in detail. We'll talk about that in a moment. But
you're seeing here all the areas you can use it, and it is move more, stay fit, have fun, have a better life because you're a fitter you. And with this, in just 60 seconds a day, you can work those glutes, that bottom, lift that bottom. You can work those thighs. You are lifting that pelvic floor, and we'll talk more about that. But also you're working that core, and that core is really important to your balance. And again, we're seeing all those muscles, but I think core-wise, because I think instantly you think legs, but bottom core is your balance. That is so important, isn't it?
It is.
A strong core makes such a difference.
Definitely. And I think I'm going to turn this to the left. You can see it here, because the one thing I really like, well, you can see the buttocks engaging here. So this is actually movement from behind. But look at this.
Look at the front.
The side here, because I often wonder, why does it take everything further north? I always think as we have children, everything
goes south.
It goes very much further south. But look at this, as I'm bringing it up, everything is toning. This is being clenched. So this is helping tone the buttocks, but this movement is going up. And that's toning. This is the core.
You might recognise that movement. Someone perhaps told you to do that movement after you'd had a baby. Usually really difficult. You have to lay down on the floor and try and get that motion. This, without even thinking, is working your pelvic floor.
It kind of does it for you.
Yeah.
Which was, I mean, honestly, the results were amazing, which is why I said to my husband, you know, this is, I mean, phenomenal. It's been life-changing for me. I have to get on a plane. I have to fly around the world. And now he's like, Fiona, I think I've done like 1.5 million air miles.
Oh my goodness.
In the last 25 years, because I do Australia, I do Philadelphia, I do Milan, I do Canada, I do Tokyo. I just want to help people become the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
Help them say yes to life. Help them keep the finer details in their life, whether it is just going for a walk, whether it is, you know, just carrying. Sometimes you don't want to carry something because you're going to have that oats moment. Are you going to the mall and you're like, okay, forget the shops, where are the bathrooms? You know? Is that happening? Are you thinking I can't take that long?
Or perhaps you don't go to the mall because or the shops because you do worry about where the bathroom is. Will you get there? Perhaps you don't travel much because you will I get to that next services? Or perhaps you never go on a plane anymore because the toilet might be busy when you need to go and you haven't got that strength anymore. The pelvic floor is guys and girls, because I think a lot of guys think they haven't got a pelvic floor, but it's the muscles that hold the bladder up, isn't it?
It is. So basically, guys, if you're watching, if you have a bladder, you have a pelvic floor. And the pelvic floor, just the 4 muscles that, I mean, look it up. They're the 4 muscles that support the bladder. But as these weaken, they start to separate. And then we have the dribbling and the oops moments and things that, you know what, we don't like to talk about it, but actually we should.
Yeah.
We should talk about it because actually it is real, it's not embarrassing, and it is solvable.
And because it is a muscle, you need to use it. You know, if you haven't used your leg muscles for ages, that your legs all start to go a little bit wobbly, don't they? There's no strength in those legs. Your arms, perhaps you've noticed the difference in your arms as you age because you haven't worked them out. That pelvic floor muscle is just the same. If you don't work a muscle, if you don't use it, you lose it, don't you?
Definitely, and it's very difficult to identify. You know, I do remember when every time I brought a baby home, they were like, right, think of yourself in an elevator. Right, clench that muscle. And I remember thinking, which muscle? After my fifth child, I'm like,
where is it?
I think I've given birth to my pelvic floor.
I still don't know where it is.
And after 4 weeks, I was thinking, have I still got one? it just weakens, and then
But
you
this
forget about it.
strengthens it.
Yeah, you live with it. But I remember as soon as I literally did that one, I went,
oh, there it is.
that pelvic floor exercise is doing it for
And at the same time,
Hallelujah,
working those legs, working that inner thigh, working that buttocks, working the core for balance. Perhaps it's some skinny jeans you want to get in. Perhaps you want to look a little bit trimmer. For a special occasion, this just 60 seconds a day is all you need to do. And what a deal. What we will say is check your baskets through.
And so many benefits. If you do want to add it into your basket, 366263 is your item number. Imagine the benefits you could get with Fiona Summers Legmaster.
We love it, but we've got to warn you. We're limited stock. That means
already
we're
had
down.
a sellout.
So this was a deal until 3 a.m. It was a time limited offer. 3 o'clock was the end of the offer. But sadly, it's 2 a.m. and we're just 5 past, and we have now gone limited stock. That means we're down to the final 10%. Now, anybody can get that final 10%. And I'm hearing a lot more people are trying to order already than stock is available. So it will be the first people to put it in a basket and check it out. I missed the figures there, but it didn't sound very good.
4 times more people trying to buy the stock that we have remaining. So if you've got it in a basket, you definitely want it. Confirm your order very quickly and check out. Don't miss out. If you do want to jump the queue, you can still add it into your basket. 366263, the item number. You could jump that queue.
Because remember, it's not yours until you check it out. So though you might be sat there thinking, I'm okay, I've got it in my basket, and the figures, we're getting a countdown now, and the phone lines are really busy as well. You can still get it. Though we're saying there's more people ordering the stock available, it's still there for you. It will be the first people now, and we're low double figures. You desperately need to check your baskets through or order it as soon as you possibly can.
We do have the stepper from Legmaster. I just want to let you know, one's just bounced back into the system. So if you want the stepper that goes alongside the Legmaster, you'll find it on the website. There's one available if you want to get hold of that. It's all about where it all began with Legmaster and Fiona's story. Well, let's take a little listen to how it all started.
My name's Fiona Summers, incredibly busy mum. I have 5 children. My whole life is looking after the kids. I love being a mum, love my kids. After having had children, a lot of things changed, but one of the areas which I think people don't like to talk about is that pelvic floor. Little group of muscles that support the bladder, which does get affected by children and age. And without the strength there, the bladder, it weakens. What that causes and leads to is leaking, accidents, embarrassing moments, things that we just don't want. I talk to my friends. How many of us say, don't make me laugh? I don't want to have an accident.
This is so embarrassing for people to bring it up, isn't it?
Yeah. People are not really familiar with the pelvic floor exercise.
People don't know. People don't know that there's something you can do about it.
When I explained to my husband that I really had an issue with my pelvic floor and I was having embarrassing moments, now that is the area right in there. Lift it, tone it, tighten it. That would be fantastic. He said, right, I know the area we need to target, and I know you're lazy and you want something that works immediately. I'm going to go away and I'm going to transform your life. I kind of get not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do, not really wanting to go to a gym. And this has just been great because it is something for a real person like myself, a mum of 5 children, busy, that I could do in the home, which has really, really transformed my life. Giving me back a strong pelvic floor and, giving me back that control. It has been life-changing for me, and I know it's helped so many other people worldwide, which is just brilliant. Every woman deserves to take back control.
It's really great to have your company. It's great as well that you've loved absolutely everything. If you do want the Legmaster, which honestly is incredible, you won't believe as soon as you get on this and use it for the first time. You might even not be able to do 60 seconds. That's all you need to do is a minute a day. But I think when you first get on it, you will have to build to that because it works muscles you've never worked before, and it works those muscles so well, but also works the core, that inner thigh that's so difficult, and it lifts that pelvic floor. If you're having those ups moments when you cough and sneeze, or perhaps as a guy, perhaps you're getting that horrible sort of dribbling that you can't control. Working that pelvic floor can help make such a difference. So grab this whilst the stock is there. It is limited stock, so we are sadly down to the very last of the stock. Small, low, double figures, and a lot more people trying to order than stock's available, but you can still order it. It will be the first people now to order and check out that will get it, but well done. I think for many people it's been life-changing.
I had a lovely message from Helen in Liverpool. Hi Helen, lovely to hear from you. Thank you. You've just shown me products that I've needed for such a long time, so I'm not waiting any longer. I've just bought them, the Gym Magic and the Leg Master.
Well done.
I can't wait for the transformation to begin. That's lovely, Helen. Thank you for that.
Please get in touch with us and let us know how you get on. Perhaps take some photographs and let's see you on them too.
Yeah, so Helen went
lovely to hear from you.
for Leg Master, which is super limited in stock. If you've got that in a basket, confirm your orders. We'll soon be on single figures there. However, Helen also bought a Gym Magic, and this is another brilliant product.
As we step away from Leg Master, we might not see this again.
Oh, no.
We might not do another demonstration because it's that limited stock. My producer's saying there's going to be no legs left, and there are no legs left. There's no legs left on this. It is down to the very last of the stock, so I think that might be the last time you get to see it, so please check your baskets through. But let's have a look at the Gym Magic, which, oh my word, we were blown away with. I'll be absolutely honest. You look at it and you think, it looks good. I wonder how much and what I can do with this. What can't you do? This is like a gym in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
This could be for stretching, it could be a rowing machine. It's absolutely incredible.
It comes alongside this guide that you see here, Fiona's 15 favourite exercises. There's also 4 different links to video clips on YouTube. There's a beginner's, there's an intermediate, there's an advanced workout, and there's a seated
Just
workout.
seeing some seated exercises there, but there's a whole seated workout. And so the lovely thing is, I think this is ageless. I think this is for the whole family. In a morning, you could lay in bed, have this by the bed and just do your stretches. Perhaps you've been told to do some stretching and some exercise, and perhaps lots of people, my mum I know when she had a hip stud, and obviously if you had operations things, always check with your GP and surgeon when you exercise, but she was always told to stretch, and she said one of the best places was to do it in bed. Yeah. And that's where she does a lot of her exercise and is laying in bed. Use this laying in bed just to get those extra, you know, when you're stiff in the morning, get that movement in your body.
And that's why I think Gym Magic is for everyone. Where are you going to use it? What are the benefits going to be? Well, you can see here all the different muscle groups that you're going to
it's full body, isn't it?
Yeah, it
all
really
of those muscles, and you'll use it in so many different ways, turn it into a rowing machine as well. But the lovely thing is, if you really do work out, you can actually increase the intensity of the resistance. So this truly is, like it says there, the whole gym in the palm of your hand. And resistance training is incredible, because resistance training, it replaces the need of heavy dumbbells, but you'll find a lot of equipment at gyms is resistance training. And do your own research, actually. Put is resistance training good for me?
Pop that in your search engine.
Bone
You'll
density,
be amazed.
bone strength and things.
And it's lightweight, it's easy to travel with you, it's compact for storage wise, but we're going to show you some exercises because you can do so much. This is our first show with Gym Magic, and some of the exercises we just naturally started doing. Fiona's like, that's a new one, that's a new one. You can see strengthening core, activating and fat burning, shaping legs, toning glutes, so many different benefits, and we'll show you and get Fiona to talk us through.
And really good as well for your posture, great for your balance because you're using the whole of that body and the whole of that core. Great for just regular movement. Perhaps you've stopped doing a lot of things because you just haven't got that mobility anymore. Perhaps it's your shoulders that are stiff, perhaps it's your legs that don't work like they used to. This is allowing you to use this standing, sitting or laying down, but actually to use it just for gentle stretching or actually really increase that intensity. It's such an amazing piece of kit. Price-wise...
Yeah, the price is brilliant. It should be £59 down to £39. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, £14.65 on your first of 3 payments. The item number you need is 456359. Review-wise, again, people have raved about Gym Magic and loved it. You can see here, Roger said, I love love how compact this product is. I can bring it with me and get a total body workout wherever I go. That's brilliant, isn't it?
It is.
And then the next one, the Gym Magic is great for someone who cannot get out to a gym. Yeah. This is great for someone who's just starting, getting your body and muscles moving. I can go at my own pace. Perfect for beginners.
However,
it will grow with you.
If you wind those resistance bands up, if you really do already use weights and things, oh my goodness, it can give you such a workout.
This one from Smart Cookie. I'm a senior citizen and I thought I would try the Gym Magic. It didn't look like much at first, but boy, it can give you a workout. This product's well made, it's easy to use. I recommend this to anyone that doesn't want to lug around weights to do exercises when on the go.
That's the great thing. It's lightweight. It'll go into your hand luggage on a plane, get it in the boot of the car. Perhaps you have to travel quite a lot and you stay in hotel rooms and they haven't got a gym and you really miss working out. Look how easy it is on the end of the bed. So this could be in that hotel room, but this could be you every morning, just getting those stretches in. But then if you're really into your exercise, increase that intensity and really work those muscles.
And so many different exercises that you can do. And there it is, popping it into the hand luggage that you can see there to take with you. Have it underneath the couch so that when you sit down and watch TV, you just grab your Gym Magic and you're getting your workout. And so many different things you'll do with it.
It's like so many different pieces of gym equipment. You can actually row with this.
Like a rowing machine.
A rowing machine. We're doing the bingo wings, the back of those on. Honestly, you will be blown away how versatile it is. And you'll love the fact as well, you have got those links to classes really in a way that you can do at home. With Fiona, it's like she's there in your living room, just reminding you of the things that you can do. And there's really 4 in total. There's one that's seated, which is great. There's one that's for beginners. There's one for intermediates and there's one for advanced.
So it'll grow with you.
So yeah, it really will. And they're all there for you. And here's one of them just to give you an idea. This is one of the beginners. So doing some seated in the beginners as well, which is great.
Yeah, the crunch.
And that's really working that core.
Yeah.
Which normally you'd have to lay on the floor and try and crunch up, and that I can never do that, kills my neck. But this makes it so much easier.
It's such a brilliant bit of kit. It's such a great price. Should be £59. It's down to £39. £14.65 on PayPal paid 3. 456359 is the item number.
I've just thought what a great gift idea as well. Perhaps you've got, you know, a son, a daughter, a nephew, a niece, a grandson, a granddaughter that you know loves to exercise, but perhaps they're off on holidays and things, or perhaps they do lots of festivals through the summer and they really miss working out. This can go with them absolutely anywhere. Or perhaps they can't afford to go to a gym but are desperate to get that little bit fitter. But then perhaps it's you. Perhaps you're in your 70s and 80s and you just want to get some stretches into your life. Yeah. It's so versatile.
Keeping those movements going, isn't it? Like we always say, keep the juice in your joints.
Yeah, I think sometimes as you get older, you stop doing things because you're not able to do things. But actually, if you keep things moving, it allows you to still live. You know, life's there for living, and it's a great gift. And make sure if you're here that you're keeping yourself as fit as you can with something that's so simple to use.
Definitely. If you want to get that, pop it in your basket right now. We're going to show you some exercises and some movements in just a couple of moments. But Fiona has brought us a great collection of products this evening. We've had a sellout. We've got one super limited stock. Literally single figures in the Leg Master. If you want to get hold of it, check your basket out. But we've got to show you the Body Fresh wipes again. These have really kicked in now. And these aren't an ordinary wipe. These are a wipe that do so much because...
Well, it's like a bath or a shower.
In a wipe.
In a wipe. But also it's like a spa treatment because it's got ingredients like hyaluronic acid, collagen and things. So it's super moisturising as well as antibacterial as well. So they're a spa day for your skin.
Yeah, you can see infused to moisturise and deodorise. They're going to condition your skin in one gentle swipe. Really quick and easy to use. It's that shower fresh feeling that's so important.
And if you can't get to a shower, perhaps you're on a plane and you don't like getting there hot and sweaty. Perhaps you do tend to sweat a lot on the hot summer days, and perhaps you cycle to work, and of course you can't shower at work. It's allowing you to shower with a wipe, feeling shower fresh, and it's a really gentle, beautiful formula. And some ideas: camping, festivals, recovery. Perhaps you're spending time in bed and you can't get into the shower
but you don't,
at the minute.
You don't want anyone else to help you, so you can do it yourself with these wipes.
But all these situations, camping, working from home, and again, you're just feeling hot and clammy. If you've got kids, these are essential. They're super strong and they're super large as well. Yeah, very kind to the skin. So perhaps you've used wipes on yourself in the past, or even on the kids in the past, and it's created that sort of redness. You've got really kind ingredients in this. Perhaps you're a lorry driver, and as a lorry driver, you know you can't get to a shower, or it's very expensive to use showers. Perhaps you have to pay for showers. This again could be your shower out and about. But exercising, absolutely brilliant. You're getting 3 packs, and there's 10 in each, and $16.99 is your price. But actually, put it in with anything else, spend over £30, you can split that cost in 3 packs.
They're also super strong. They're a great size. They're 30 centimetres by 20 centimetres.
That's great.
Yeah, for night's time.
If you are a lady that's going through that time in life where you do wake up so hot and horrible and you would love to just get up and get in the shower, but you want to go back to sleep, you can actually wipe yourself down. Or doing a really physical job, great when you're out and about, because you don't want to feel like you're smelly, do you?
No.
But it's allowing you to get yourself cleaned up anywhere.
744316 is the item number. You get 3 packs of 10 for that price that you see on your screen. Website is the easiest way to find everything. shopontv.co.uk. You can see we've already sold out of the stepper. The Legmaster is heading that way rapidly. That is going to be the next item to go for you. We've got our liquid collagen there if you want to add that into your basket. And coming up in just a couple of moments is our fabulous gym magic. Imagine having a multi-purpose gym that you can take anywhere with you whenever you so wish.
Well, you're joining us for Gym Magic, and my goodness, this is magic. You got Sean with me, myself, but we've got Fiona, who is involved in designing this.
What are you doing on the sofa?
A little bit of a sit down. I know Fiona very well. You've always said we shouldn't be sat on our couch.
I've changed my tune. Sit on the couch, lie on the couch. This could be the bed, but what I'm doing here, I am waking up muscles. I'm helping with mobility for remobilizing. Yeah, this could be my morning stretch. Also, upper body. Also, core. I could be in my bed but doing a rowing machine. I could do oblique muscles. I could just be in my bed waking up the leg muscles, because with every single move, every single stretch, we have resistance bands. So this is your resistance training, great for bone density, muscle mass. Everybody knows that resistance bands work. Doctors use them, physios use them. But this is, we've created is, I mean, it's unique from the point of view that it is just £1, just under £1 in weight. Have a look at this. I'm holding it with one finger.
So super light.
Really super soft, spongy. We want to keep everybody feeling good when they're moving. Yeah. So this is the perfect way to either lie down, sit down, stand up, whether you are a total beginner and you're thinking, there's nothing I can do. I don't know where to start. This is the perfect way to just get the whole body moving and doing what you want to do in life, to help you say yes to life, as I say. I love that.
I love that, yeah.
Because there are so many things you say no to because of lack of mobility.
Yes, very true.
Just going for a walk. So let's just keep those leg muscles going by just adding a little bit of resistance. Maybe it is the core muscles, the idea of getting on the floor and doing, what are they called, crunches?
Oh, they're horrendous.
Oh my gosh, I mean, for horrendous. You put your neck, you put your back, if you get on the floor, you might not get back up again. So the idea of just sitting and just doing simple moves here, this is actually activating the core muscles. Maybe it is the upper body. Maybe it is the bicep curls that you're working. Maybe it is the chest muscles. But, you know, I'm just sitting down. Look at the muscles standing up here. The leg muscles, the core muscles, the upper arm muscles. And we're talking about strengthening and remobilizing, but every time we use muscles, we're releasing energy. We're releasing endorphins. We are doing so many things which are so important just to help us, you know, keep the finer details in life. So whether you're standing, sitting, lying, just this simple, put it in your hand luggage, put it in the car, keep it in your underwear drawer, is going to absolutely...
In the boot of your car, if you do lots of travelling, perhaps you end up in hotels through work and they've never got a gym, or perhaps the hours you work, you can never get to the gym. And you do miss that. And honestly, if you increase the intensity in this, even if you really do work out at the gym, this is going to give you a real workout. But the really nice thing is, I think it's ageless, because if you are in your later years, beautiful for stretching, and stretching is so important.
Oh, I think it is the golden nugget. How many people stretch? How many people watching now go, yeah, I stretch? I bet there's not a single one person.
Who's put their hand up?
Well, my hand's down as well. But if you have a look at this, we've got different ways of using it. Triceps, this is brilliant.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
I like that.
This, the bingo wings. But have a look at this as well. We can use it this way down.
Oh, so the other way round.
What we're doing here, I shall do it facing, is just a simple way of just, as soon as I lift my hands up, I'm activating core muscles.
Great.
I'm activating the arm muscles. Maybe it's just simple moves. That you want to keep this part of the body strong. Maybe it's reaching to get the seatbelt on. Maybe it is reaching just to put your coat on. Maybe it is reaching up to clean the windows. You know, how do you strengthen these kind of moves? Because I think life does move in different ways. Maybe it's, I've got a friend who is a swimmer, and she said, I want to add a little bit of resistance to all the swimming strokes. I've got a friend who plays golf. I want to add a little bit of strength.
Fabulous.
Honestly, the list goes on and on. I mean, Sean's sitting down now doing the upper arms.
So even though we're seeing standing here, sitting, we can still work all of these muscles, can't we?
Exactly, and the great thing is the way we've designed it, which is to be able to rotate it round the bar to increase the intensity, means it is a perfect place to start. Because maybe you're somebody that just says, you know what, it's too late. I can't do anything, you know. No, it isn't. A simple bicep curl, simple stretching over the head. But have a look here. As I rotate the band around it there, I'm shortening it. So suddenly my bicep curl has gone from a 5K or a £5 to a 10. I can rotate it again. And again, it's gone to an extra
really
weight.
does intensify.
I know, funny enough, you were saying, how much could you take it? Well, I could certainly take it beyond my... But look at these muscles that are being activated here. I mean, that really, really is a perfect way to give it to your teenage son. Okay, I'm getting to a point where I actually can't do it anymore. But it means that whether you're elderly and you just want to wake up those muscles, maybe they've been dormant for a long time and you just want to wake them up. Maybe you're a youngster who, you know, you're just thinking, I'd love to go to the gym, but I just can't afford it. Maybe you're a mother of a child and you're just thinking, look, I want to do something. I'd love to go to the gym, but I can't. I've got children sleeping. I can't get out the house. But maybe you are an elderly person that wants to just sit down, but do some effortless, simple stretches. But each stretch is bringing with them the resistance training, the muscle mass then, for bone density, for muscle mass. We know we have to do resistance training. And also strength training, and also remobilizing. How many people, especially the shoulders, I think you get like things like frozen shoulders and pinched nerves, and there's all sorts of things going on in the shoulder regions that mean a lot of people can't even lift their hands over their head.
Yeah.
I think posture as well, this is going to help with.
Well, as soon as you hold it, you having to engage.
You hold everything in, don't you?
Without realising it, they're being engaged. The leg muscles are being engaged, But also, when you're engaging your muscles, you're burning calories.
Yes.
You know, it's that, and not just whilst you're doing the exercise, for up to 48 hours afterwards, it keeps going. So whilst you're sleeping, burning a few calories. So it is the perfect way to help you say yes to life and everything you want to do in it.
I love the fact that you can increase the intensity, the fact that this is right for really probably the whole of your family, and you can get that full body workout. It's your gym in the palm of your hand at such an incredible price.
And whether you're standing, whether you're sitting, whether you're doing floor exercises, that's what makes it so versatile. It will come with that wall chart, remember, for the inspiration, and it'll also come with 4 links for 4 different classes: beginners, intermediate, advanced, and seated workout as well.
So if you really want to make something that's going to make a difference, or get something that's going to make a difference, that's all you're getting there for the price on your screen. This could be your gym at home, in the boot of the car, in your bag as you travel. It is incredible. And it really is incredible, and you've loved it.
And a huge stock we had.
I can't believe how you can increase that resistance. So honestly, it's for all and everybody, but all and everybody is getting it, because what percentage did I just see?
60%.
And we had a vast amount of stock. 60% gone. So please, we've already had, well, one sellout, or have we just had one sellout? Because I'm hearing that perhaps we've had...
Yeah, there might just be another one.
A second
But before we tell
sellout.
that secret, we've got to talk about the reviews.
The secret's coming.
A secret out. You take a look, you can see here with your Gym Magic, a couple of great reviews for you. I love how compact this product is. I can bring it with me and get a total body workout wherever I go. This Gym Magic is great for someone who cannot get out to a gym. This is great for someone who's just starting, getting your body and muscles moving. I can go at my own pace, perfect for beginners. If you want the Gym Magic, 456359 is your item number. But that breaking news that you were referring to, well, breaking news, it's time.
I'm afraid our Legmaster has
gone from limited stock, but now that limited stock...
It's sold out. It has sold out. Well done if you got it. Lots of people, a vast amount of people have missed out on this. It is incredible. We will try and get it back in stock, but well done if you got it. So this is not our first sellout, our second sellout of the night. Please jump onto the website. If you want to go for the Gym Magic, grab it whilst the stock is there. But our second 2 items, they were time limited offers, and the price was only till 3 o'clock. They've already sold out and gone. How crazy is that? Been a really busy night. And I think it just proves a point. We do want to make, move. We do want to exercise. We want to get movement into our life. We want to make changes, but it is finding that right thing. And I think what Fiona has done, has designed items that really are those right things, because everything really, Fiona, has been designed with your mind, how you feel about exercise, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. And to be honest, it's been designed for us, for my family. We have teenagers. I've got people who are 90 years old lacking mobility. My husband and I are getting older. When we first started out with Legmaster, it was 30 years ago.
Wow.
Then we suddenly get to a point where we're thinking, actually, we're not stretching enough.
Yeah.
I'm 60 in like 3 days' time, and I know I need to think about bone density and muscle mass. I know I need to keep strong. One of these days, one of my 5 daughters is going to have grandchildren.
Yeah.
I don't want to be standing there going, well, actually, I don't feel comfortable picking up my grandchild. I don't want to stop travelling around the world, spreading the word with, this is one of our best sellers in Australia and in America, because I think, again, people want easy solutions. They want to do things at home. They want to do things that are going to make big differences, but they don't want to put a lot of effort in.
They want it to be easy, and they want it to be affordable. Well, we've got both of those.
Yeah, usually it's neither of those, is it? Normally it's a really expensive gym, and you have to spend hours and hours, and you have to go to the gym, you have to get the gym outfit. This is our gym at home, or actually in your suitcase going on holiday with you, in the boot of the car going with you when you're having to travel for work, because this will, I think, can turn into so many different pieces of gym equipment if you want it to.
Oh, definitely. If you think about everything in the gym, you've got the dumbbells. Well, this will replace that. You've got the triceps. You've got chest presses. We can do this. You've actually got a rowing machine. This will do this. You've got machines to do squats on it. This will do this. But also just effortless stretches, each bringing with them resistance, each bringing with them remobilizing, each bringing with them strength training. Maybe you just want to sit down and you want to get going with your core muscles here. Maybe it is just this part of your body you're struggling to put the seatbelt in. Maybe it's putting the jacket on.
Just everyday
All
things.
these simple things that are stopping you. But how do you strengthen the core? How do you strengthen the obliques? How do you get mobility back in your shoulders? Well, we could just be sitting here, and again, I'm releasing the band here, so it's much easier, but just a gentle stretch over the head, one that we do probably every single morning. I could actually be lying down. Let's pretend.
I love this in bed before you get up.
I could take it from under the bed, from my underwear drawer. Literally, let's do that morning stretch.
What a great stretch.
But a stretch that brings with it resistance training, strength training, helping with bone density, muscle mass. I mean, as I say, I'm 60 in a few days' time, and I remember saying to my husband, oh, well, I don't want to be doing lots of workout with my upper body and get big muscles. She said, well, actually, Fiona, at your age, you actually can't get the muscle. All that you can hope to do is kind of maintain what you've got. Because it just kind of goes. I went, well, what do you mean? Where does it go? She goes, well, you know, it just does go.
With age,
as you get older, you do lose it. But it's not too late. Whatever you have now, just keep a hold of it.
Maintain it.
Keep a hold of the strength. Keep a hold of those things that you still want to do, whether it's picking up the shopping. How many people are finding it hard picking up a frying pan without the food in it? Picking up, you know, the much cheaper big bottles of milk.
Just lifting the kettle up.
Just pick it up and how many of you
reach into that high cupboard?
Start losing the finer details in life, and you become a prisoner of lack of mobility.
That's when you stop doing things, isn't it?
I think is so sad. And for this price, and honestly, it weighs. I can hold it with one finger. And it's super soft, so it's going to be comfortable. And it is designed what we feel is a safe, effortless way of using it with just one set of bands. You know, I know you can buy things where you get the long band, the short band, the fat band, the thin band, the red, the yellow, the green, the blue, and you attach it to the door. And I mean, they're great. They're absolutely great. But what the hell do you do with them all? Then leave them in a basket and think, I've forgotten what to do.
Which does which?
Which one should I use?
Whereas this, you're just going to pick it up.
And use it in so many different ways.
A bicep curl.
And all different levels of fitness.
All different levels of he's an ex-rugby player, actually. He's like, I love this. I really don't have time to work out. My daughter's putting it in her hand luggage. I've got a friend who just said, I got those bingo wings. I don't know what to do. I want to get rid of them. But everything can be done in the comfort of your own home, whether you're sitting, whether you're standing. I mean, we actually haven't moved away from the sofa.
No.
Yet we have done a full body workout. We've done a beginner level. We've done gentle stretches that bring with them strengthening and toning. And also, we haven't talked about our happy dolphins.
No, because exercise.
Honestly, if you just want to wake your mind up in the morning, let me go back to that fabulous position. I'm in bed. I'm feeling super sleepy. As soon as I start moving, and the muscles start working, guess what? I'm waking up my mind. I'm waking up, you know, clearing out those cobwebs.
Setting yourself up for the day, aren't you?
Setting yourself up.
Hayley, if she doesn't do workout at first thing in the morning, it affects
my day's ruined. If I don't exercise first thing, I'm sluggish, I'm slow, I'm miserable. You know, exercise for me, it is about trying to be healthy, trying to keep trim, because I'm not naturally a slim person. I have to do something, I have to work out. But actually the biggest thing for me is actually my mind. If I don't exercise, I feel down. I feel I've let myself down. If I move, I've got this buzz. It is my happy endorphins, really. But it's the best cup of coffee in the morning to just do a little bit of exercise. It will give you a kick start to the day. And I'm energized then, and I get everything done in that day when I've exercised first thing. But if I don't exercise first thing, my day is slow and sluggish. I don't get things done. I haven't got that oomph. And exercise, honestly, you'd think exercise would make you tired. It doesn't. It gives you a buzz to keep you going. And the great thing is, this is exercise in your home. This is a gym in the palm of your hand that you can use as easily or as strong. You can, like you increase weights at the gym, honestly, you can increase the intensity in this to increase those weights if you want a real full workout. But then if you just want to stretch in the morning, like Fiona was saying, you can do exactly that. Hugely busy on this. And again, it's a small step to being a happier, healthier, fitter, you, because I truly believe that's what fitness can do for you. But this is easy fitness.
With such a versatile bit of kit. We want to share a couple of reviews with you for the Gym Magic. Take a look at this one from Sophie, first of all. I'm really impressed with the Gym Magic. It's perfect for my home workouts, and I appreciate how it fits into my busy lifestyle. Thank you, Sophie, for that one. Jessica said, I've used the Gym Magic and it's absolutely amazing. The resistance system is perfect for my home workouts. I love how compact it is. No more clutter. That's the other thing I love. No more clutter, Hayley.
Well, that's very true, because perhaps you have bought a few bits of gym equipment and you're hanging your clothes on a lot of it, because you don't get on it. You need to be on there too long. The other great thing is we don't need to spend hours with this. When we've got time, pick it up and use it.
Definitely, and there are the links to the 4 movements and
They're
workouts.
Great. Yes.
They're 10 minutes each,
Great,
and you can watch
perfect.
them and then just pick up whatever you want to do in them. But they are the beginner, which is just the perfect way to just gently move but get strengthened and get toned. The intermediate, a place to work to. Get the advanced and then the seated, and as we've explained before, just that gentle movement around to rotate the band around the bar allows it to strengthen with you. But maybe you just want to take some steps or do a bit of dancing to it.
Yeah.
Just bring a little bit of fun.
Pop your
movement.
music on.
You
Yeah.
could actually do some, I know, it's just a movement if you want to listen to some music. It is so versatile. You're doing the core. Sean's sitting on doing the upper body and remobilizing it. I could put it over the head and do some buttocks if I want to tone the buttocks. I can actually sit on the floor and turn it into a rowing machine. If that's something you've always wanted.
Now, what did you say to us about your friends?
Oh, yes, I had a friend who was, I was telling him about all the benefits of what you can do, literally the whole of the gym in the palm of the hand, and he went, well, I can tell you right now, it doesn't do a rowing machine. And I said, actually, have a little look at this. It does a rowing machine that you can change the resistance. You can then do oblique twists. Then you could do bench presses.
Yes.
You could do over-the-shoulder remobilizing. We can do some nice leg lifts. We could do some assisted sit-ups. And you're just like, okay, right. You win. It does a rowing machine. But seriously, I could be sitting on the bed with the rowing machine, sitting down, getting your legs going.
That's
shoulder
good, isn't
mobility.
it?
And again, we haven't left the couch.
No.
We haven't gone to a gym. We haven't got the gym membership. We could take this away with us if we're going
Couples
camping.
workout.
Couples workout. I like that.
This is so good. Honestly, I can
Look at that.
really work in my core. It's like I'm cycling, so I've now got my cycling machine.
That's it.
Gosh.
And that really,
Honest,
Do
like,
that
what
one.
you
it
do.
really does work those legs and works that core.
That one.
I'm leaning back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Hold the core.
Way, and we're
Really
off.
good for the core.
Yeah, and I can really feel it on my thighs.
Yes.
And you're
Wow.
getting breathy as well.
I am. That's
You know what?
amazing.
It's really annoying though, because I've done all these workouts and now I need to do another one. I need to reshoot.
There's more things.
I've got a long list of I think I'm up to about 725 new ways of using it. So I should go and shoot some more,
Now,
extra
the other great thing is for everyone at home, the inspiration's there, isn't it? You've got your 15 favourites on the wall chart.
Yes.
And then you've also got 4 different classes that people can join on,
Definitely.
links onto YouTube.
And I think every time you do pick this up, you do realise that one of the moves I really love, because I had some really difficulty with my shoulders, and that's one of the reasons we created.
That's
actually,
such a stretch.
I had a lack of mobility in my shoulder that then ended up being sore. I then couldn't sleep on that side, so then I would wake up because my shoulder was uncomfortable. My husband was like, this is ridiculous. We need to just help remobilize it. We need to strengthen it. And I'm like, well, how do I do that? You know, I'm like, I'm allergic to gyms. I'm queen of lazy. He said, right. So he mocked up one of these. He said, I just want you to sit on the side of the bed and just lift over the head. This is all we want to do. We just want to lift it over the head, because with each
That's
stretch,
such a stretch.
I'm getting the mobility back. I'm getting the strengthening in.
Wow.
I'm remobilising it, and now guess what? It's just gone.
Moving again.
I don't wake up in the night. And I think there's a lot of people that do end up not having a great night's sleep.
Yes.
Because something is just not feeling
so
good.
true.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's also working is all across my back.
Yes.
And my core.
Yeah.
That's such a great stretch. That's amazing. And you could do that just laid in bed of a morning.
Oh, look, here they are.
And that's the wall chart. And there's some great ideas on the wall chart. Just 15 exercises there, but there's so many more things you'll do with this.
Those 4 links, remember, you've got a beginner's workout, an intermediate, an advanced workout. There's even a seated workout as well. But this is those 15 favourites of Fiona's just to get you started. But do you know what? As soon as you pick up this bar, you'll be like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. And even if you don't do exercise or go to the gym, it's about the stretch, isn't it? Getting those stretches in.
But I think I kind of call them super special stretches, because with each stretch you are bringing with it resistance training, strength training, calorie burning, releasing happy dolphins. You know, it literally is just your best friend stretch. And again, we can maybe you are just wanting to help with the upper body gentle remobilizing. You can stand on the bar and just reaching up.
That's good.
Or reaching over, or both up. This is just a gentle, effortless way of bringing your resistance, your strength training, helping remobilize. Because again, how many things, whether it is functional, cleaning the windows,
everyday movements,
picking up, you know, life moves in different ways, and you've got to keep the whole body moving. Or maybe it is playing pickleball or playing tennis that you just can't do anymore, and you're becoming a prisoner of lack of mobility, which I think is so sad when there is a easy solution, effortless solution, comes fully assembled. Just have a look. I can hold it with one finger, super soft. We've made it in a very safe way. I didn't want it in 2 pieces, right? In my house, I would lose one bit. So I said, come on, let's have it in one piece with one set of bands, but bands that can rotate around, become shorter. And when they become shorter, you have a greater intensity. So perfect to give it to your son-in-law, who wants big guns and who wants to
really
or give it to your mother who just wants those effortless stretches, or keep it for yourself, because maybe the idea of going to a gym is just horrifying, not only because of the cost or the distance or what am I going to wear or what do they look like, or actually I'm way too old. So, you know, the idea of being able to have the whole of the gym in the palm of my hand, as well as effortless stretches to help with remobilizing and keeping everything moving in a way that is going to allow me to do everything in life. This absolutely is a one-stop shop.
Really is. Super lightweight, super versatile, and could be that thing you've been looking for. Perhaps you know you need to make some changes, and actually lots of you have got a lot of these in baskets. We've had 2 sellouts tonight, and I think we're heading the same way with this, but lots of you need to check those baskets out. You checking that basket out today, that could be your first step to a healthier, fitter you. If you know you need to make some changes, perhaps someone said to you, you need to start exercising, you need to move more. Perhaps I said if you don't use it, you lose it, and you do. If you're not moving and stretching, those muscles start to stiffen, don't they? Perhaps you get up in the morning and it's a real effort. Everything seems stiff and achy. This is allowing you in the morning to get a really great stretch while you're laid in bed. But then as you grow with this, or perhaps this is for the whole family, this is a gym in your home. Honestly, this can be a rowing machine. This can be a cycling machine. But you can actually intensify the strength of it. So the resistance bands, and look up resistance training, it's so good for you. As a lady, so important to get that bone strength, that bone density to do resistance. But for guys as well, you can get a strength to this that honestly, if you lift weights, you'll be amazed the power you've got with this gym that's in the palm of your hand. So you can take this, you could put it in your hand luggage on a plane. You can have this in the boot of your car and take it when you have to go to those hotels for work and there isn't a gym, or you can't get to the gym whilst you're away. If you're like me, and you will be the same, I know sometimes you think exercise is daunting and you think exercise, I'll be shattered for the rest of the day. It's the complete opposite. exercise is the best kickstart to the day you'll ever get. It gives you happy dolphins, I call them. It's happy endorphins, and it gives you this buzz. You know, perhaps that cup of coffee in the morning gives you that kickstart. Exercise will be exactly the same. And for me, I have to exercise because I do gain weight really easily, so I have to have exercise in my everyday. But actually, it's not just for me visually, it's for me here. To exercise for me just kicks in this great feeling that I've done something, and it makes me think better for the rest of the day, and I am better for the rest of the day. I get things done, and I think it starts you thinking, a bit like a domino effect. You start to think, well, actually I can feel my jeans are a little bit looser. If I actually ate a little bit healthy, didn't have that chocolate biscuit, perhaps I could get a little bit trimmer if I did that with my exercise. And then actually if I'll walk and get my newspaper this morning because I've got the strength to do that. Wherever you are in your fitness regime, whether you're a complete beginner and want to use this stretching for bed, you know, on the bed, as an older person just wanting to get that movement into your body. But if you're really into your fitness, you can increase this. This is actually a rugby player and absolutely loves this. This truly is for absolutely everybody, and I love the fact it goes in your bag.
You can alter that resistance. You can take it with you wherever you want to. It's lightweight and it's simple to use, and all the inspiration is included for you with Gym Magic, and it's a great price as well.
It's a great price.
Be £59. It's down to £39. 456359 is your item number. If you want to go for it, now's the time.
But just hearing so many in baskets now, please check your baskets through. 2/3 of that stock, and we had a vast amount of stock. Resistance training, you're in control, however easy or however difficult. And remember, it is your whole gym in the palm of your hand. Take it absolutely anywhere. Don't forget, you will get the wall chart, and you have got links as well to 4 different classes in a way that you can see on YouTube, and it will give you loads of ideas to strengthen that core, to actually work those thighs, to lift those glutes, to shape those legs, to activate as well fat burning, to get that heart rate going so you are burning calories. £39. Have you looked at joining a gym? How much is it to join a gym? Oh my word, mine is £65 a month. £39, and that is your gym at home every day of the week, every month of the year, not continually paying £65 every single
That's
month.
done.
Honestly.
You've got your own gym.
It's
Something's
phenomenal.
going wrong there, Hayley.
I will definitely be getting this, especially for travelling. It's fabulous.
Absolutely.
Actually, our director and producer have both bought it.
Brilliant.
Because they're having to stay here in Warrington for 4 days a week.
Yeah.
So they can't get to a gym,
Do you know
and now
what
they have a
also?
gym.
You mentioned the gym membership, which obviously I've never joined a gym, but actually for £39, I don't know if the producer could calculate this, but I think it works out at like 10p a day for a year.
Just for a year.
And then you're done. You got it for free. 10p.
Brilliant.
10p.
That'll do.
You know, that's a lot cheaper than your gym membership.
And the other thing is, it's in your home. Sometimes I think, oh God, I can't be bothered to go.
To
Or
go?
sometimes
you haven't
I've
got
got time
Well,
to
you
actually
can
get
cancel it
there.
now. You can
Yes.
cancel your gym membership.
I'm quids in.
Exactly.
Now, something else we've got on the show that Fiona's kindly brought us. She's brought us a great range of products. Remember, 2 of the products have already sold out live on the show. But you've also got these wipes, Fiona. And when I first saw them, I was like, oh, they're just wipes. There's so much more than just a wipe.
They are like a spa day for your skin.
I love that.
I mean, look at them, super big. I can't even break them, even if I
Really?
wanted
They're so
to.
strong.
They're oversized, luxurious size, but what we put in them has been phenomenal because we've got chlorhexidine. You know, we are still living in a world where there are various viruses that we want to keep under control. So especially for my father, who's 90, it's helped keep him safe. You know, they've got hyaluronic acid, brilliant for moisturizing skin. How many people are suffering from dry skin? Honestly, sometimes I look at my hands, they're like a pterodactyl, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, helping keep it moisture. We've also got vitamin E, provitamin 5, we've got collagen, we've got aloe vera. I mean, literally,
we did have a message in from Carol. Yes. Hi, Carol. Carol was asking about sensitive skin.
Yes, they're really, really good for I mean, obviously, check with your doctor as far as skin.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, so many of my children have, you know, sensitive skin.
There's
So
really kind ingredients in here, isn't there?
really kind to help keep you safe, keep you clean, keep you not smelling. Honestly.
So this might give you an idea, Carol, because the ingredients, things like vitamin E, aloe vera.
Aloe vera. No, they're super lovely. I mean, seriously, spa day for your skin. But I think, you know, the deodorizing aspect, you know, whether you're maybe somebody who cycles or walks to work and you get to walk and you're thinking, goodness me, you know, I'm not smelling great. You know, maybe my kids go camping, they go cycling. You know, when I get off a flight in Sydney, I'm thinking, everybody, could you please grab one of these?
You could go down the
Woo,
plane.
seriously, anybody
You
want?
could sell them on the plane.
Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, how many times are you thinking, hold on, is
that me?
Is that
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Or the other thing, because we created these a while ago, actually, was in the middle of the night. You're one of these people that has those moments
Hot
where
moments,
you
yeah.
become slightly, you know what I'm talking about, ladies, and you're thinking, I want to have a bath, I want to have a shower, but you don't. Grab one of these, freshen yourself up. Smells beautiful.
They're really cooling as well.
I
so
know,
in that situation,
I'm quite cold.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that down.
In that
because-
situation,
Yes,
it's really cooling.
It's
You
just
know,
a really easy, effortless way to just, you know, kind of freshen yourself
and
up.
if
when
you
you're
are
feeling
perhaps
a
in a
little overheated.
situation where you're having to spend some time in bed, or
Yeah.
perhaps you've had, my mum had a leg ulcer and she couldn't get that plaster wet, so to shower and things was an absolute nightmare, and we'd used to try and put a bag on her foot and her leg, and it was just a night. These would have been ideal. Or perhaps even your boiler's broken and you're really struggling to have a bath and a wash.
Yeah,
because
no,
it's like a shower or a bath.
Or maybe you've got a hospital
palm of your
stay
hand.
coming
Yeah,
up,
yeah, that's-
and you're going to be stuck in bed. You want to feel fresh, don't you? It's horrible.
Festivals.
Festivals.
My
yeah.
kids go to the festival like, oh, I need at least like £100 because it's like £10 a night to have a shower. And I'm like, excuse me, take these, please. Get them to all your friends because I'm not spending £10 a night for a shower.
I think for camping, I think for lorry drivers, I think in loads of working
lorry
situations,
drivers.
perhaps at
Children.
work, with the kids
Oh,
here
the
as
kids.
well.
Honestly, when my children were young, I used to use things that, oh my God, their poor little skins would go bright red. You know,
right.
this is a perfect way of actually, you know, your children to drop food. I know we used to do sports and stuff. We'd have pasta in the car. And, the brakes on, and suddenly you got red pasta everywhere.
Oh, no.
This was honestly, I would have loved these. You know, I've got this is Charlotte in Australia.
Bless
She
her.
was like, I'm going to do some yoga stretches, but actually a little bit overheated. I need to freshen up.
But if you perhaps go to a class in the middle of the day, you know, I know a few people
lunchtime,
at the
yeah.
gym
Yes,
will go to a
definitely.
lunchtime class
Yeah.
and go back to work. No time to shower.
Yeah.
And it's a horrible feeling if you think you smell. If you're stood by someone, you give them a hug,
Yeah.
or you are thinking, is it me? This is that situation for a lot of ladies, and I can be like this time and time again. And you wake up and you're clammy, and you're wet, aren't you? Your PJs feel damp. This is allowing you to have that wipe down whilst you're still laid in bed because you want to go back to sleep. But I think for physical jobs and things,
And just
brilliant.
to refresh yourself whenever you need it.
I think with the hot weather, yeah.
And do you know, what did he say? I think it's 30 odd degrees.
Well, it's going to
this
be
week.
really hot.
Might
yeah.
not be super sunny, but really humid.
Yes.
Might even go up to 35 degrees.
Oh.
Imagine having these in your bag
Yeah.
just to refresh
Yeah,
yourself.
in the
perhaps-
glove compartment in
Yeah.
the bag.
Yes.
You go to work. You're trying to impress somebody, and you
Yeah.
rock up next to them, and you're a little bit super stinky.
Not good.
This could win the deal. This could
There you go.
Absolutely, can't guarantee that, but it might help.
it would definitely help.
And they're
got-
super
They're
strong.
super
I know they are
large.
strong,
They're
yeah.
super. They are. That was my biggest thing because I've bought something similar. They were very small though, and the sad thing was they broke. You know, as soon as you rubbed them on your
And they've
skin,
still
they
got
fell
loads
apart.
of ingredients
We've been
in it.
using these for ages, and they're like a
still
towel.
damp,
Really,
moist,
they're
yeah.
that strong.
They're
It's
like
quite
a
incredible.
spa day for your skin.
I love that.
We chose all the lovely ingredients that some of the other things have, but none of them have them all. We wanted the best. We wanted the chlorhexidine, the hyaluronic acid, moisturizing, deodorizing, antibacterial, all the good things like collagen and aloe vera and provitamin 5 and vitamin E, things that are really going to help keep your
Yeah.
skin not only safe, you know, help reduce the chances of the antibacterial,
That's
have
nice,
viruses
because a lot of
and
antibacterial things do really sort of damage your skin, don't they?
Really harsh.
Yeah, very harsh.
And they're your
And this is so moisturising.
Yeah.
We were saying at the top it's like a bath or a shower, you know, in a towel. But actually it is a spa day because it has got those fantastic. So not
Amazing
only is it
ingredients.
sort of washing and deodorising, it's moisturising and looking after your skin as well, which is incredible. I think all of you should please add them into your basket, because for us, at first we thought, oh, what are they going to be like? And then as soon as we got one out of the packet, we're like, oh gosh,
Essentials.
we will definitely have these in the future.
744316 is your item number. It is your spa day for your skin. That shower fresh feeling that you've got there, that gentle formula, and all those different places where you're going to use it. Festivals, if you're at home and you can't get out of bed to have a shower or a bath. Perfect for camping as well. So if you want to add them in, remember you get 3 packets. 3 packets, each one has 10 wipes in there, and they're really substantial in size. 744316. We are coming towards the end of the show though, and we've got to finish off with another star of the show. We've had 2 sellouts. I've got to thank Fiona for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
It's been brilliant to
so
see you
good to
again.
have you.
Oh, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
But at 3 in the morning, where would you want to be?
Fiona likes a late night and an early morning, don't you?
Now, what a great bit of kit. Recap on this for us, because we're nearly out of time.
Well, let's just do a quick talk around, because if you're somebody that wants to do an upper body workout, we've got bicep curls here, we've got tricep dips here, we've got some chest presses, we've got shoulder presses here, we've got squats going on here, we've got core workout here, we could be sitting on the sofa doing leg workout here. We've got a challenge here for the cameraman. We've got core stretches here. We're going to lie down. We're going to get some remobilizing of the shoulders here. Now, basically, I have done the upper body, I've done the core, I've done the legs, I've woken up, calorie burning, I've released endorphins, I'm feeling super awake, although it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got, you know, trimming and toning and strengthening, but I'm literally holding something with one finger here, super soft, super comfortable. This can go in your hand luggage, pop it in the car if you're going away. We haven't gone to a gym yet. We've done everything that you could do in a gym. We haven't even got off the sofa. We could be lying, sitting, standing. It literally is everything you would want for the whole body workout. Look at these muscles being activated, being woken up, being strengthened, being toned, burning the calories, releasing the endorphins, just everything you really want. It is a one-stop shop, the whole of the gym in the palm of the hand, or turn it around the other way and just have some simple, effortless, stretches, each one that brings with it resistance training, strength training, calorie burning, remobilizing, long list for just a simple bar.
And that's what makes it for everybody. Don't forget, you don't have to remember all of this. You've got great inspiration with the chart. The chart comes alongside the bar.
And then the links are fantastic to 4 different classes. And they are like classes, 10-minute workouts. There's a beginners, there's an advanced intermediate, and there's a seated
workout.
I particularly like the seated, because there's a lot of people that just say, I don't know what I can do. There's nothing I can do. I don't know where to start. This is the perfect way to get started, to keep going, whether it's for your teenage children, whether it's for your 90-year-old mother, whether it's for yourself, your husband. Literally, it is for every age group, for every fitness level, from the complete beginner to the really advanced fitness level. I mean, it's so diverse, and it is versatile with a capital V.
And it's such a great price at £59, but you are getting all of this tonight for £39, and with our PayPal Pay in 3, £14.65. I pay £65 a month for a gym membership.
Get that
this
cancelled.
is your gym at home in the palm of your hand, whenever you've got just a few minutes, 10 minutes to have a little bit of a workout.
It really is. 456359. You can still add it into your basket. Get it now whilst we've still got it in stock. Huge thank you again to Fiona, for joining us.
2 sellouts.
Yeah, and we'll see you very, very soon.
See you soon.